right, we're live on YouTube. Let's try to go live on Facebook. We're going live on Facebook. We'll be live on Facebook in a moment. And then we'll go live on TikTok. TikTok. All right. Live on Facebook. Let's go live on TikTok. All right. I think we're live on TikTok now. I think so. All right. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. All right. You're gonna help me like, I beg us. When I join, you're gonna help me like. Let's get the show started. As you join, please help me and like and share. Make we get the show started. I appreciate you guys for joining. And we have a goal, by the way. If you're not following me yet, please feel free to follow. That'll help me get to my goal faster. Okay? Appreciate it. Anyway, we're going to have a good show today. My name is Kachi, and I'm the host of the Bia Palo Show. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. How about that? You're going to help me like and share. We're going to have a good show today. If you're here, please feel free to like and share. Let's get the show started. We're going to have a good show today. All right, Arsenal don't win, Arsenal don't win trophy. That's why they say persistence. Persistence is the key. Hey, man, shout out to Arsenal, man. Shout out to Arsenal, man. Arsenal don't finally win trophy, yo. I be Man City fan, he pay me, I no go lie, but hey, man. Hey, man, listen. Shout out to Arsenal, man. For sure. Olofin Iwa, thank you so much for the roses, man. I appreciate you. You don't knock me the roses. Today is gonna be a good show we're gonna have today. Thank you, man, for the roses, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining Olofin Iwa. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, man, Arsenal don't win trophy, finally. Last. They say last. He don't cast. Everybody go chop break. Hey, man, I chop breakfast today, man. Arsenal give me breakfast. I don't know what they do City, man. Hey, man, but we're not here to talk about City. But hey, it vex me. I go talk about them small. Hey, man. T. Davison. We don't have a link to join on T. Davison on YouTube. We don't have a link to join from YouTube. You can come over to TikTok. That's the only way we can bring you up on stage. But you have to come over on TikTok at the Bia Palo Podcast. Make I pin the comment there so that it go there easier for one to access them. I mean, all you have to do is just come over to TikTok. And thank you, my brother T. Davison from YouTube. I appreciate you. But right now, just to streamline the live, we can't have multiple sources for guests to come. We can only have if we have multiple sources, it's gonna be all over the place. So if you'd like to join, please feel free to come over to TikTok at the Bia Palo Podcast. And if you haven't followed us, please feel free to follow and join us on there and we can bring you up to have the conversation. But hey, we're going to have a good show today. Before I start the show, make I talk the one within my chest. He dey pay me. Arsenal don't go visit you. He pay me, I don't go lie for you. Arsenal don't go carry trophy. You get one guy will say, as far as he be alive, Arsenal don't go carry trophy. I hope that guy never buy you. Hey, man. Boy, he pay me, I don't go lie for you. But hey, shout out to Arsenal, man. Shout out to Arsenal. Arsenal, una don't try. Una well done. No problem. Una do this one. But we still carry 2 trophies, huh? We still win 2 trophies. FA and we win FA and Carabao Cup. I mean, what do they call them now? You know, we won those two trophies. So shout out to City as well. We try. Shout out to Pep as well. Shout out to Pep. Pep he's leaving City. Now Pep carry me come City. Oh. My love been there for City before, but Pep now he solidified the love. But now he's leaving. I don't know where I'm going to go next because I cannot stay where there is loss. If they lose, I cannot stay with you. I have to follow the winning trade. You ought to go? Anyway, hey, man, that's just a little segue, right? I just wanted to segue from the topic, right? From the topic of today. But we're going to have a good show today, by the way. We're going to have a good show today, I promise. Listen. Feel free to like and share. We're at 862 likes right now. Let's get to 5K likes and then we can start bringing guests up here. T. Davison on YouTube, he said I don't do YouTube. Sadly, unfortunately, that's the only way we can bring guests up right now. I'm still working on my stream, obviously. I'm also working on getting Twitch up here. So in the meantime, make we just manage the one where I get now. At least I'm able to multi-stream on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. But I'm working on doing Twitch and working on other things like bringing guests from all over the place. But right now I just can't because of my resources. When I say resources, I don't mean money, but because of the resources of my computer. I put them out there. My computer is a very good computer, but I just need to get something more hype. Something more hype. Anyway. Yeah, Chama, my sister, she said interlude. Yep, interlude. I just had to do that small interlude, I had to do that small interlude about waiting they pay me for chess. Mine. Oh, Arsenal, why they laugh? I even do posts for them, they laugh them. Say when they teach other people how to win trophy. Ateta day for back, they do another. Hey, man, Arsenal go laugh me tire. But it's what it is, man. Shout out to Arsenal. Shout out to Arsenal, man. Shout out to Arsenal. But hey, we're going to have a good show today. Let's keep liking. We have 1.4K likes right now. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. And thank you, Chama, for joining. Thank you, my people. We have Truthmatu, the King Sam. Thank you for joining. Jaycon, Ibenwal, Dimeji. Make I bring this thing, come here. So that I'm not going to stretch to read this thing. All right, let's bring it over here so it's easier to read from this side. All right, we have our Chama in the house. Chama, thank you for joining. Jaycon, Truthmatu, Da King Sam, Ibinwal, Dimeji, 6330, Jamie, my brother, Uncle Jamie, Mr. Jamie. Ugochukwu, I see you, but you dropped maybe. Omoba, Alara, BJZ, Sajosi, Anthony, Ramona, and all the beautiful people waiting for Facebook and YouTube. T. Davison on YouTube, I see you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. We're going to have a good show today. Listen, we're going to have a good show today. Peter Obi has joined not joined, but, he has become the sole aspirant of the NDC, right? What do they call him? Sole aspirant. Only I'm going to contest. Make I speak the one wasabi. I think that's what it is, right? Sole aspirant. That's what it is. He's become the sole aspirant of the NDC, the Nigerian Democratic Congress. Whatever it is, man, the NDC, we all know what it is, right? Hey, he's emerged as the sole aspirant. Things are going to change. So now we can speak specifically. We can speak directly without assuming, he doesn't have a party. We don't even know if he's contesting. We know he's contesting now for sure. Even though he had said that in the past, and people still doubt, Peter Obi is just with that party. A lot of people like to put the man down, right? And I wouldn't say I put him down, but I have a lot of critique or criticisms about him or against him, which I think are fair. We have to criticize. We have to criticize, especially if you love somebody. You're not going to tell them the thing we want here. You have to criticize. You have to criticize so that person go do better. If you have yes men all around you, man, you can't, hey, man, that's not the way to grow. You need people who will criticize you, critique you objectively. Nobody wants to go just critique you because they hate you, right? But objective criticism, that's what I try to bring anyway. But, some people come here and try to be like, oh, all that good stuff. It's what it is, man. It's all love. We're going to criticize. We're going to talk. He's a public figure. He's not just a public figure. He's running to become the president of Nigeria, the most populous black nation on earth. On a very good day, we are the biggest economy in Africa, right? On a very good day, we are. On a very good day, we are not. You see what I'm saying, right? So you have to criticize him, especially if you love the guy, right? If you love him, you should be criticizing him. Now, if you don't love him, well, now you go to tell him everything when you do good. That's not the way to grow. But regardless, now we know for sure that he's running. He's running. And we can now say categorically, specifically, what are his pathway, to victory, what are his pathway to victory, all that good stuff, right? His strengths, the obstacles, where fits meet for road, all that good stuff, right? His strengths, obstacles, and his emergence as the sole aspirant now. What does it bring for the elections in 2027? Let's talk about all that good stuff, man. Let's talk about all that good stuff. Let's keep liking and sharing. Let's keep liking and sharing. Yeah, Chama say real season has begun. Absolutely. I saw Amechi on TV. I believe that's a very recent interview because he's in the ADC right now. So he's saying, and Shebi, I buy, I mentioned a Potako boy. He said, should I buy a party ticket to be vice? No, I'm not buying presidential party ticket to be vice. No, I want to be president. And Atiku doesn't even have a chance. Amechi said that. I'm not making this up. I'm not saying, for download the video, play him now, but, it's not about Amechi, But he said that today. I forget whether I shared him in the talk to or some person, some news anchor he was talking to. He said Atiku he doesn't have a chance. Atiku has been running since 2022. He's not electable. I think those were his words. Say he's not electable. Atiku needs to chill, man. Atiku needs to chill. If again, this is why criticism matters, right? If all the people around him are telling him, yes, Oga, you can do it. Yes, you're going to win this year. They're just trying to get your money, man. They're just trying. Now your pocket, they look. Oga Atiku, if you don't know, I don't know how you don't know up till this time. Rino, where they follow you, don't begin to curse you now. Boala, where they follow you, don't begin to curse you now. All those men around you are yes men. They're looking for the right opportunity. Hey, man, I'm not a yes man. That's why I get my platform. Nobody, they pay me. Some people say that they pay me. They pay me. They pay me, no problem. But I go talk with it in my mind. How about that? How about you go get your own contract? Where they go to pay you, but you go still talk with it in your mind. How about that, man? But hey, man, listen. We're going to have a good show today. The election season don't start, just like Chama said. Election season don't start. It's what it is. Obi has told us, yes, I am the one. But hey, man, the criticism, again, the criticism no go end with Obi, right? It seems like he always goes to the path of least resistance, where the resistance no to. And I'm not taking away like all the things where they happen for the ADC, because if you look at the ADC, I held a show the other day. Was it a good move or a costly mistake, right? And a lot of people said it was a good move, and I understand where they're coming from, and I see it. I understand it, because if he was still with the ADC till this day, now when don't become sole aspirant, right? He would have not. They never still do primaries. Imagine say ADC never still do primaries reach now. So we can give it to him that he made the right move to leave the ADC. But did he make the right move to even join the ADC? You see what I'm saying, right? That's the problem. That's my own criticism on that in that regard, right? But hey, man, listen, it's what it is. We don't come. Let's keep liking. We are 3.6K likes right now. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. We're gonna have a good show today. I see Chama requesting. Make we bring Chama up here. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. We're at 3.7K likes right now. And we'll go soon get the show started, but let's just keep liking. Make a show now, it's in my cup. Be careful, or you end up in my podcast. Respect yourself. You go. Respect yourself. Hey, man, welcome to the Beer Parlor Show, man. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people. And shout out to my guy, man. He no day here today, but he bought me this cup. I don't think he's here. He no day here. I think, what do you mean TikTok handle? Oh, man, what do you mean TikTok handle? My boy. See me, I don't know my guy, TikTok handle. Dickin Boss, something like that. Dickin Boss, DKINBOSS. That's his TikTok handle. Now, ain't buy me this cup, man. Hey, look at this. Be careful. Make this autofocus respect yourself. Respect yourself. There we go. Be careful, or you end up in my podcast. Relax yourself, everybody. Relax yourself. Otherwise, I'll cut the clip and put you on my podcast. You get the point now. Anyway, let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the show. We have 4.5K likes. We have 4.5K likes. I mean, there's going to be a lot to unpack, right? I mean, now we can talk directly and specifically, right, on the issues. How can Peter Obi win? He's pathway to winning. We can now talk about it. Because, previously it would be like, oh, he's not even on the ballot. Yeah, we don't even know if he's contesting. We don't know this. Now we know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows now that he's on the ballot. He will be on the ballot. He had told us before. But, with Peter Obi, every day, they think of new things. So it's quite interesting. The ADC move, in my opinion, that was a bad move, joining the ADC. And, now I can say it. But when he joined, I didn't think it was a bad move because I'm like, the LP don't go where on day as a day. He needs somewhere to be. But I think he joined a little bit too early. Just a little bit too early. How about that? We can say that, right? He joined. He could have waited it out and seen what's going on there before joining or whatever, right? But it's what it is. We're at NDC now. And Peter Obi, is it Tinubu's biggest threat? Is Peter Obi's Tinubu's biggest threat? All right, we have 4.9K. We had 5K. We don't hit 5K. All right. We have a show. Make we read some comments and we get the show started here in a moment. J-Con, I see you requesting. We're going to bring you up in a minute, but just give me 1 second here, okay? All right. T. Davison again, thank you for being there on YouTube. I see Kelly. I see Kelly. I ate Kelly. I see you on YouTube. Water no get enemy. I see you as well. Who else is there on YouTube? If you'd like me to shout you out on YouTube, just feel free to leave a chat or a comment or just say hi and I'll be able to shout you out. All right, Watano Get Enemy says he got zero manifesto, zero agenda. That's not true. I can tell you one off the top of my head already. I mean, he's always been saying, the North has vast land. Hey, man, shout out to Obi, man. Obi, the stress person, I'm not going to lie for you. The North has vast land. That vast land, only for North, there. Obi, is he only in the North? Hey, man, listen, man. I can tell you one. Like I said, I can tell you one off the top of my head, right? Obi has been shouting, the North has vast land. Hey, man, listen, man. Obi, they stress me. I'm not going to lie for you. Anyway, what I don't get enemy, I don't tell you now. That's one at least. And, he has a ton. He has a ton of things on his manifesto. T. Davison says, cool, I'm enjoying your show anytime. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. It's a good thing to see that people actually enjoy the show. And that's what makes me to come here every time I have the chance, right? I appreciate all of you guys for coming. Let's keep liking, by the way. Let's not stop liking. Let's keep liking. If you're on YouTube, you haven't followed me yet, please subscribe. No be follow. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you can get notified each time I come live or each time I post a new video, right? If you're on TikTok and share too if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please feel free to follow. Like, share, all that good stuff. Let's get more people over to Facebook. And if you're on TikTok, the TikTok people, my people. I love you guys, man. Let's keep liking on TikTok and sharing and get more people here to join the show. All right. J-Con says, forgetting Ebony. What's in be Ebony? Ebony, hey, man, whatever it is you mean, leave my Obio. I know how your Obio, we are together. Obi is my Obi too. Your Obi is my Obi too. Omo George. Your Obi is my Obi. How about that? So I cannot leave my own Obi too. If I leave him, who I go leave him for, you know? Anyway, Chama says, well, North has vast land. Absolutely. But not be only they get vast land now. There's vast land in the South. There's vast land in the South as well, right? There's a vast land in the South, and it's arable as well. No be only North get vast arable land, you know. Nigeria is blessed, and that's the crazy part. Nigeria is blessed. Anywhere you plant anything, you go grow. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But we can't even tap in. We can't even tap into that, man. It's ridiculous. But hey, man, make we continue to read some chats here. And thank you for the guys gifting. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see other comments here. Chama said, told you he can't win primary, has to emerge. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Obi always likes to run to the path of least resistance, and, you know, that's another criticism. But it's all good. It's what it is. He's emerged. Let us go from there. Let us go from there. It's what it is. All right, we have a show. We have Chama here. Chama, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining.
That's my brother. Hey.
Yes. Thank you. I greet you. Ndewo.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to check out, and I saw the room, so I said, I need to come through.
Thank you.
You know, from all indications, this is going to be. It has to be a two-man race, so that we don't have a repeat of what happened in 2023, where you have, because right now there is not going to be a third force. Okay. In 2023, when there was no incumbent, it was like anybody's game sort of thing, right? So it means that 2027, you have an incumbent, of course, who's going to emerge under APC. Then you have NDC. Peter Obi has now emerged. ADC is still, like you said, they are still doing Kwarapo, right? And, you know, shout out to Rotimi Amechi, because he gives me wiki vibes. And as someone who was actually born in Port Harcourt, Michelin Estate, I do appreciate the whole Port Harcourt vibe, right? So, but on that, ADC right now is not going to do anything spectacular unless they field a Southerner. Why? Because, you know, by the whole agreement of South-South turn and, you know, it rotating back to the North in 2031, Atiku is a Northerner. And I think that is why PDP and NDP possibly is like dangling this whole Jonathan thing, so that if a Jonathan comes in, he can not disrupt, but he can still end up being a Southerner completing the Southern's turn.
Yeah.
So for ADC would then need to field not just a Southern candidate, but somebody who has winnability. Because a lot of things about elections isn't just about just being on the ballot. And Peter Obi, for example, is a perfect example. Peter Obi has now passed that hurdle of just being on the ballot. He has to run to win, right? So, and unfortunately, you know, ADC cannot field Amechi either, because if Atiku doesn't have a chance, Rotimi has even less of a chance.
Yeah.
When you compare the fact that, you know, NDC is going to go against APC, and then you're going to have to focus on getting an incumbent who, you know, you've made the argument that in 2023, when he was a non-incumbent, that he had the power to rig you out. So now that he has systemic might and systemic power, and now he's entrenched in the system, and now that he's collapsed what he needs to collapse, you need to then almost, like if you were going to do the work like 100%, you now have to do like 3,000%, right? Because now you have to cover all grounds. Plus the it's like driving in Maryland, okay? No, it's like driving in DC. You're driving from Maryland and you're like, hey, now people can drive. People are driving normal. You enter DC, wow. People start driving reckless, okay? Now you driving for you driving for the nigga behind you, you driving for somebody, like you're just driving for everybody. Like now Peter Obi cannot then afford to just have a sort of a singular pathway.
Yeah.
He has to, and this is where all of those things that people say, we're talking about strategy. Those things, okay, collect all of it and dash you for free. I will even give additional ones. Because now you need an all hands on deck, because you are admitting to being a small player in a system that you've already admitted is rigged against you. Do you understand? So what that then means is that if you don't have a real plan of how to unseat that incumbent, you're going to need all the help. So enter Kwakwanso. So Kwakwanso comes from sort of the Kanu side of things, right? So Kanu is definitely gonna collapse, under that, because they will be looking at the 4-term promise. But you also have an incumbent who is going into his 2nd term. So essentially, he's also cycling out of that 4 years. So this whole 4-year promise from Obi isn't that much of a big thing that people are making it to be, because Tinubu is going for his last term. If he was going for his 1st term and Obi is saying I will go only 1 term, then there will be a thing that you're like, this one just cares about leadership. But the reason why they zoned it to the South in the first place is because you've already agreed to that 1st term, right? So those are the contingencies there. So these are really, really interesting times. You were talking about Arsenal, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. But on this one, I'm really excited.
Absolutely.
Now we can start talking like, numbers, and then playing the real numbers game. The great interesting thing, however, is that Peter Obi is going to have the same effect that he had in Labour Party in 2023, which is that a lot of young people who ordinarily did not even imagine themselves to be politicians are going to emerge under NDC. And many of them, based on hype, based on excitement, based on the newness of NDC, are going to emerge and get to the National Assembly. I'm hoping that that's going to become a vehicle for anybody. When we talk about free and fair elections in our next episode, I'm going to delve into that more. But what I am seeing is excitement at that level, because that's the only level I'm voting in this election. So the National Assembly. So we see a lot of young people now who ordinarily, they didn't know whether they were going to be in LP or ADC. They don't go collect form. So I think that excitement is still useful, even if Obi doesn't end up being president, right? But I think now Tinubu's biggest threat, I don't think so, not yet. Can he become that? I think yes, to the extent that it will be a 2-man race. Because who else are you going to go against? I don't think that Rotimi stands a chance of being a 3rd force, because for you to be a 3rd force, you have to be perceived as anti-establishment. And he is not that. So that's why Obi could emerge, because Obi was going against Atiku and Tinubu, who everybody already considered, including obedience, that they were pro-establishment and they needed to be like removed from the power. So now, what is Rotimi's play? You see what I'm saying? But these are really, really interesting times. I've never been this excited this year, with politics, but I was really, really hyped today, because I'm like, now we can really, really begin.
Absolutely.
The season. So yeah, that's my take on that. I'll just wait and see what everybody else is saying.
Absolutely. So in your opinion, just to recap a little bit, you don't think he's the biggest threat? I see him as the biggest threat. I don't see who else is the biggest threat
now. So
absolutely.
He's the only threat. He's the only threat, because who else is he going to?
Who else is there?
Atiku has lost a lot of political might. I know when you were talking about him sitting it out, one of the articles I wrote last year, was literally just saying, like, if a lot of our politicians are very forward thinkers, like who think like 20 years ahead of time, and they usually have these roadmaps, there's going to be a time you're going to have to say 5 will have to be the right cycle. Then I will still have enough time to play Godfather. What that means is you're going to do something akin to what the JEWS do in America, which is essentially that it doesn't matter who sits in Aso Rock. They go come to me at Tiku. You understand what I'm saying? If they want for me to shake hand and make things move, right? Because then you can go to the land of the ancestors, saying that me really hold the power. They're gonna twabble. They're gonna.
But for some reason, he doesn't see it that way, and it's sad.
Exactly,
for some reason.
Because again, the aspiration has always been to retire in Aso Rock, and that's never going to happen.
It's never gonna happen.
The closer he gets to age, and also the closer
he's 80 right now.
He forgets. People don't they forget too, right? Because this is 1993. I don't know how old you were in 1993, but in 1993, I can guarantee you I was still playing with my dolls. Okay. I didn't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what it
Yep.
means? Like 1993, you were like running. So a
Yep.
lot of these young people have disconnected. Sure, you have a lot of like, that kind of sort of followership that can
Yeah.
come with, but that followership too
It's not
has
enough.
also dwindled over the years because they've also aged out of the system as
Yeah.
well. So
Yep.
they no longer qualify as youths, and you also don't hold that excitement. So we can talk about, and this is where data is very, very important. And for people who really, really are fascinated by data the way that I am, a lot of things that makes these things very, very predictable is if you look at the numbers, 1993 is like so far away that a lot of the young people who can bypass a lot of the things and say, okay, let's just take Atiku. Now you have South. So is South going against South?
Yep.
So everybody go just say, you, Kwame, don't you know that agreement is 2031? Why you want to come spoil something? You know, either way, he's fucked.
Yep.
And I would say it's better to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna go be with my grandkids and grill and
chill.
let put good luck Jonathan and say take of democracy, make I just go and chill.
Yep.
So
Yep.
but let's see what J John wants to talk about. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you again, Chama, for that one. But yeah, J-Con, make we hear your thoughts on this topic. Peter Obi, is it Tinubu's biggest threat? Make we hear your thoughts. And you can touch on things like, his strengths, obstacles that he would, obviously there's going to be obstacles, right? And, he's the pathway to victory in the coming elections. Thank you for joining, Mr. J-Con. What's your name, by the way? Make I address you correctly.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
Chibike.
Chibike, all right. Thank you for joining, Chibike. What are your thoughts?
I don't see Peter Obi as a threat to Tinubu. There are a few reasons why I think so.
Okay.
I think people are using the strength of 2023 election to judge this present situation. First of all, Tinubu, in the last election, the incumbent never wanted him to be there. So they did some certain things to frustrate him. The notes problem was one, which naturally will make the populace to turn against the government. And secondly, there was anger, NSAS was a contribution, that
True.
kind of awakened the youth at the time.
True.
So people, I think there was propaganda about Tinubu at that time as well. His name, there was propaganda about his name. His name had a proper damage. You understand? So I think that was a protest vote at the time. And although one thing I will say about Peter Obi, his communication, his communication is very good as far as from a Nigerian context
point of view. Yeah.
You know,
but before you get into that area, right? Maybe we just talk about the ones where you don't talk. We just mentioned a little bit, right? You said his strength is not going to be as big as it was, in 2023,
Yes.
and you stated all these all the reasons you think so. Tinubu's name, obviously there were scandals, around him, about the conviction in the USA. You mentioned NSAS, you mentioned his own Tinubu's own party even not wanting him. So what has changed now? I mean, the Tinubu's conviction has not, whatever it was that they are talking about then, it still exists, right? I mean, they can start talking about it again now, right? It still exists, right? The NSAS, in my opinion, is the only thing that is not there now. But something has replaced it. High cost of goods and commodities that has replaced NSAS. People, they see something now for this current government. So what has changed?
So let me tell you what has changed over time. What has changed over time is that Peter Obi momentum has fizzled out. The people still with him are like, he has cult following. The people still with him, they are like proper cult following, like the Mama Please, the Faru Timidem. Those are cult followings. So, but like I've seen among friends group, I've seen some people drop. You understand? I've seen people drop. I'll give you an example. During the last time, and I didn't support any of them because I supported Buhari and I felt disappointed with some of his policies. So I just thought I don't support any politician. But within my friend group, I saw that a lot of people, especially urban population, young people, they supported Peter Obi. My friends, Yoruba guys, they are supporting P2B. I was shocked. You understand? There was no tribalism. They were supporting P2B. But after P2B lost, if you're this thing on Twitter, you will see a tribalism game playing. It became a Yoruba,
Versus Igbo
Igbo.
thing. Yeah.
Do you understand? So
Yeah.
where you see Igbo people insulting Yoruba, say Rooney and these other people as well. So most of those people, they, they they've gone to the tribalism game now.
Yeah.
They're like, how can I support this person? And we lost election. You're making it look like my tribe was against your candidate.
Yeah, and that makes
Do you
sense.
understand?
That makes sense,
So,
right? You're saying the
so
momentum has
it has
fizzled out.
reduced.
People have dropped, and I agree with you. I agree with you. A lot
You
of people have
understand?
come to my show as well and said, I
Yeah,
supported
and
Peter
also,
Obi in the last election. Just give me 1 second. You've mentioned a lot of people. A lot of people have come to my show as well and said, I supported Peter Obi in the last election, right? But this time I'm not going to support him. And again, because of these same specific reasons you mentioned, the tribalism of I be Yoruba, so does that mean I'm stupid for supporting Peter Obi? However, there are new generation of voters. People they turn 18 years every day, right? New generation of
yeah,
voters. Don't you think that would make up the numbers? And also, wasn't this the same thing or argument that people had the last time? Oh, they're just online people. They're just online people. People just trying to downplay his strength. What do you think?
no, the momentum during that 2023, you could see within the community, you could see it.
Mm,
Everybody is P2B, P2B. But now, it's no longer, even some P2B supporters, they are seeing what Tinubu is doing in some aspect. You're like, oh my God, this man is not who we thought he was.
mm.
I've seen a lot of people, there's a guy, Assem, very P2B guy. But now, he's seen some certain things Tinubu is doing. Even
Yeah,
for me
I
as
hear you,
a
but my
person as
argument
well.
is still stronger than this one that you're making. I'm saying I hear you and I agree with you. A lot of people have dropped. A lot of people that supported him before are not supporting him again. I'm agreeing with
No,
you
they're
on that.
not.
But I'm saying, don't you think that the new voters would make up for that number and even maybe outnumber that number of people who have dropped? Don't you think so?
Yeah, but no, you come from the same society. The new voter you're talking about, they've already been polluted as well with all these things going on. They've already been polluted.
Okay.
And I could tell you, I'm not a Tinubu guy, but I could tell you there are
You
some
don't have
things
to
Tinubu
say
has
I'm not.
done.
It doesn't
No, no,
matter.
no.
We're not there to which
There are
one to
some
anybody.
things.
Whoever
There are
is wants
some
to support,
things.
it's okay.
There are some things he has done. As far as he's a very bold person. Like he carries out decisions. Like that is one thing that has been holding Nigerian back. But when Tinubu goes for something, he goes for that thing. There are a lot of things he has been doing, especially stabilization of the economy. I know it hasn't reflected in the everyday market. You understand? So it has made some people change their mind now. So I think to that
I don't
extent,
know that
Tinubu is
it
not a
has the.
force.
I don't know that his economic policies have made people change their mind. I don't because, like you
I
said, it
think
hasn't.
some people I've spoken to,
Yeah, I hear you,
some
but
people,
you
some
or
of them are on the fence.
yeah, I hear you, but you have also agreed that it has not stabilized. Like people are not feeling it yet, because the fact that people are not feeling it yet, people are going to the pump, fuel pump, and they are using 80,000 naira, 100,000 naira to fill up their gas, their tanks, right? I don't know that those people are saying, oh yeah, I trust that this thing that Tinubu is doing, I trust that it's going to pay in. I don't, because people feel things as they hot. They don't think of, oh, let me just suffer now and enjoy later. Most people don't, most people are not that rational to think like that. But I hear you though, if you have a final thought on this so that we can move forward.
That's why I say some of them sit on the fence. On the one hand, they are seeing some certain stability, and on the other hand, it's not translating in the everyday market. However, I need to point out something. The person that I will even think is a problem is Atiku. Don't write NDC out because they haven't
You
done
mean
primary. Once
ADC?
they do
You mean
primary,
ADC?
yeah, NDC.
ADC.
Is it ADC? Once they do their primary
Yeah.
and Atiku emerge, he might be a threat. Do you know the reason why I say so? If you see the last election, Buhari had just left power. Atiku decided to run. Even with that, he was trailing Tinubu neck to neck. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
I think Chama was saying something that the North, they will just leave it so that this person will complete 4 years. The North don't reason that way. Think about it. After their brother left position, Atiku almost won that election.
No, he didn't almost. It was kind of
Almost.
over a million difference.
That is
But
what I'm saying. No,
but hear
for
me out.
someone
Almost would be like
to
almost he got like close to what this. Well, I hear the argument, but
do you understand what I'm saying? So
I hear you.
give,
But Mr. Jacon,
give
just
it
one
like
second, please. Just yield the mic. When I start, I'll let you talk. Yield the mic so that I could talk.
Yeah.
We'll have a good conversation. But all these things you're saying that Tinubu could also be a threat. Don't you think that the arguments you've made about Peter Obi, why doesn't it apply to any other person? It only applies to Peter Obi. Why is it that Peter Obi will lose voters, but Atiku will not lose voters? Why is that? Why is Peter Obi special?
Let me give you the reason why I said so. I think my argument is based on northern psyche. You see, they don't like to stay out of power for too long. You understand? A lot of them voted for Tinubu at the time, just to compensate him for helping Buhari. But if you see some of the policies Tinubu have embarked on, they are feeling now that they've been marginalized. When you have privilege, sometimes equality feels like marginalization. Do you understand me? So what is happening now is these people want to come back to power. And I feel like they will, if Atiku emerge, they will back Atiku.
My pushback to that would be the promise that Peter Obi is promising of just 4 years. Don't you think that entices them? And also, I hear you when you say they like to stay in power. But since we had democracy, the South has had the most presidents. And if we play our cards well, it will continue to be like that. And in my opinion, every time that the South has been in power, Nigeria has been better. Nigeria has been better. Look at Yar'Adua. We cannot conclude per se because he didn't complete his first term, and rest his soul, he passed. Buhari was the worst president ever of Nigeria. If you look at Obasanjo did really well. There are a lot of reforms during his time. Jonathan, I cannot necessarily point out one or two reforms. However, the way things there now, no be so you did. But to your point and to your argument, Tinubu is putting in a lot of reforms in place that we would benefit in later. A rational person would see it. And again, that makes my point of the South producing the best presidents in Nigeria. But I don't know anyway. If you have a final thought on this, make sure that we go round up and move forward.
My final thought is that I don't see. I feel like momentum have died in Peter Obi's side.
Okay.
But my suspicion is more of the Atiku factor because from my survey, I'm looking at the Northerners. They have shifted towards Atiku or anybody coming from the north. Even Obi going to the ADC at the time, I think they wanted to trick him because all of a sudden the Northerners started. It looked like there was Igbo Hausa alliance, potential alliance at the time.
Yeah.
But as soon as he left, that alliance is dead. If you see, they wanted to trick him to be vice president.
Seems like
so. These people want to get this power back. So I think Atiku is the one we need to watch out for.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chibike. I appreciate you for joining. Thank you. And if you've not followed us yet, please feel free to hit the follow button and follow us so that you can stay in touch. And whenever we come live, you get a notification. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I mean, those were real good arguments my brother Chibike brought. Thank you so much for joining. And again, if you've not followed, I have a live goal. Please feel free to like and help me reach my live goal of 11K followers. I appreciate it. We did 97%. So just click the follow button. You did here. Just click that follow button so that we'll go hit our live goal. But anyway, thank you guys for joining. Let's go to Mr. Jamie. Mr. Jamie, thank you for joining, my brother. Make we hear your thoughts on this one. Analyze for us, Mr. Jamie. Analyze for us. If you want to unmute yourself.
Sorry, Kachi. You may want to skip me for now.
All right. And your background is really echoing. Thank you. All right. Laba Anthony Johnson. Anthony, I go call you Mr.
Yes.
Anthony.
Hi everybody. My name is Laba Ekun. And
okay.
I really want to piggyback on what the other brother left, or to correct a lot of the things that has been said by yourself.
If you can, and I don't. Hey man, well, if you can, just ignore what he said. You can talk about it, but so that feel the need to come back and want to push back as well.
Yeah, I'm not confronting it. I'm just expanding on it.
All right, sounds good then. Sounds good then.
I think I like your program. This is my first time here.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. First thing I'll say is this. The real, I like your heading. It's beautiful. Obi being the, but I think it should have been Atiku being the unseen threat to the South. What he said, that's why I said I was piggybacking on it, but I'll try to be general so it wouldn't need response. It'll be my view. So if you look at it, at the end of the day, whether we agree to the South thing, I'm a great supporter of Peter Obi. I've been away from America, from Nigeria for 44 years, so I really don't have that direct influence on Nigerian politics. I love you guys growing up, and I'm 70 years old, so I love you guys growing up and taking the reign of the kind of, like the lady who spoke earlier and yourself.
I really like your voice, though. Your voice sounds so youthful. I wouldn't like you just saying, you not telling me your age. I'll think you're in your mid-40s or, thereabout. But you sound very youthful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
I think it's still, the aggression is still in me. I belong to the days. I belong to the days when we used to take over embassies before terrorism was the thing. In Washington, D.C., we took over the 16th Street Embassy.
Okay.
We used to... Even Abacha put me on the list. And
wow.
One of my mistakes was I didn't go back with the flow.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, let me go to the point I'm saying. We have to be very careful. Right now, the South is the enemy of the South. Look at it this way. What's happening to the Igbo governors? What's happening to, even if Amechi steps in, who is he hurting? He's not hurting Atiku.
Yeah.
He'll be hurting either Tinubu or he'll be hurting Obi. So the sad thing is that breakdown of the unity effect we're saying. Yeah. It is true everybody in the South needs some of the North. Obi has got 1 million people from his followings from Kano and stuff. Where is he going to get the others? That's why I said piggybacking on the guy who spoke. What's happening right now is Atiku is just sitting down there smiling. And even Tinubu is crying right now like a baby because all he tried to split the opposition. Now he's hurt himself. Yeah. We have people like the governor of Ibadan now running for presidency. It's going to put a dent on him. His main power is in the South.
Governor of Ibadan is not a state. Oyo Ibadan. Oyo is the state, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Or your state. I'm sorry, my good friend. Yeah. Like I told you, I've been in America for 44 years. So.
But I hear you. Is Seyi Makinde, I guess that's the governor you're referring to. Seyi Makinde, is he running to be president?
Yes, he's already declared.
Really? From under PDP?
No, he joined with the Allied Party. I think you guys know more about that. I come across
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So you see that dent to not only Tinubu, and then you have instances where you never know who Atiku is going to pick. If he picks the other young guy you all mentioned earlier from River State, we're in trouble in the South.
Yeah.
And if he even does even better and maybe picks the Yoruba guy from Osun State, I'm just saying. He'll still be better because his problem is he's never had an in route into the South.
Yeah.
And also, the Igbos are not even solidly behind in terms of governorship. They all, with their cap in hand, standing behind Tinubu. But I know an Igbo man will be an Igbo man, just like a Yoruba man will be a Yoruba man. And a Hausa man will be a Hausa man. That's true. What I love at least about Nigerian politics or the ballots. Yeah. It is secret.
Yeah.
You go in there, drop your stuff. So I can take your $10 million and still don't vote for you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Obi can still, the pride of the Igbos will give him all 5 states. And then what I tell people is I see something happening that is going to be rare. It is going to be 5, 5, 5, and then 8. The question is who gets the 8. Yeah. I can put my money on Atiku. I'm a Yoruba boy, but I can tell you that it'll be Atiku. My father was an acting prime minister of Nigeria, so, I'm very familiar with politics.
Absolutely.
I grew up in politics and outside of it for the past 44 years. So I'm just proud of you guys.
Thank you,
all
man.
said, and I'll belong to your stuff and I'll support it.
Thank you, man.
So let me just let everybody think about that. Let Obi think about it. And also one thing that I've been trying to let people understand, my kind of man, we should watch him very carefully. There's somewhere that I had reports that he actually attempted to meet with Tinubu.
Which man? Which man is that?
Days. The vice president of Obi.
Kwankwaso. Yeah.
He attempted to meet Obi a month or so before, and they said he waited 2 days. But the irony of it is, are we sure he didn't meet with? I'm sorry, he attempted to meet with Tinubu. The irony of it is, Do we know if he didn't meet with Tinubu on the side?
I see.
Do we know if he's going to be the brokerage to Obi? And yet, you're right. Everything is just all about get Obi down, which makes sense. He's the most powerful force. But Nigeria being Nigeria, some people have even suggested that my man Atiku is just there to be a spoiler, or else he should have accepted and moved on.
Moved on with life.
But I think he'll be a capable president. What people forget about him is when Obasanjo,
I think he'll be a vindictive president. I think he's going to be a vindictive president. If he becomes president, he's going to be too vindictive. You know, you can go after maybe even Tinubu, go after Wike, go after everybody that has, you know, that has slided him slighted him in the past. I think that's what he's going to do if he becomes president.
Okay, let's I'm not talking about let me, what I'm trying to share is this. I don't think he'll be vindictive. He's an Hausa man or Fulani man of a different kind of attitude. Yorubas love him. And don't forget, when Obasanjo was there, as smart as Obasanjo was like a houseboy in my father's house. My father mentored him. But anyway, the point I'm saying
now,
is...
senior man with a doctor like this, so who are you? Who is this man? Who is this man?
I'm from the Fourth Republic.
Okay.
Like, since you guys don't remember 1995, I'm sure few of you will not remember.
Yo, I'm a baby then, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I was a baby, man.
It's all in the history books.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
The point I'm saying is, let's even come back to real terms.
Yeah.
You have a man like Obasanjo with his intelligence. He wasn't the one running the government. It was Atiku. He gave all the food, you know, just like they do in America. The vice president does all the work. So, you know, but the point I'm saying about that is he's already capable to see these things.
Absolutely.
He's always been a balancer.
Absolutely.
No, and as far as you know, I don't think, and that's what I have a problem with Obi personally. Because I know it's dangerous for him to say, when I come back, I'm going to correct things by punishing people.
Yeah.
You know, but he's never said that.
Yeah.
So he will be a corrector, which is okay for Nigeria, so there won't be problems.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Anthony, if you want to help me round up so that we can move forward, If you want to help me round up with that thought so we can move forward,
I hope everybody is more careful in their thinking and stop rejoicing when the victory is not totally there yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, the courts are on their sides. They can do a lot of things. They could even squash Atiku out of it when they see the situation that I railed down and say, you know what, your party ain't going no further.
Absolutely.
So they can just face Obi squarely. And if they do, Atiku will be forced to join forces with them because he has financial interests.
Absolutely.
So he'll join forces with them. And then Obi, no matter how popular Obi is, it'll be easier to cheat out of it. So I'll just let go, like you said. So I enjoy your thing, and I'll stay with you for as long as I can.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Real quick, what do you do? Do you come on live every year, every day, every
man,
week?
you know, they hustle now. We still try out. This thing is just it's just a hobby. So anytime I have time, I just come on live 2 hours, 3 hours. And I have this show I do with Chama. You mentioned Chama earlier. I have this show I do with Chama every Sunday or every other Sunday. So it's a hobby. So you know, it doesn't pay. So we're just doing it when we can. Try to educate people and all that good stuff. But that's what it is. But thank you so much.
Notify me when you do.
I appreciate it. I will.
Okay,
thank you so much. Feel free to leave us a follow, and that way you can get notified as well. But thank you so much.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I already followed you. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Anthony. Appreciate you, man. All right. Just to recap on a few things where our brother, Mr. Anthony, tell us here. He said, Atiku is the threat where we need to see. That him be the threat, the actual threat where we need to see. He also mentioned the South is the enemy of the South. Absolutely. Imagine all the heavyweights from South, just they come out. If a weekend, they do all this dilly-dally now when they do with APC and PDP. Maybe him for throwing hard too. But he's not on the ballot. But we have Amechi. We have Rebeshola is there in the ADC wanting to be president. We have Sheyi Makinde. We have Obi. We have Tinubu. Isn't this not 5 people from the South? How many people from North you don't hear? Only Atiku is running from the North, right? It's ridiculous. The South really is the enemy of the South. Absolutely. Absolutely. And he also left us with not rejoicing before the victory. Nobody's rejoicing. Me, you don't see rejoice from my mouth. I'm just here to talk, man. I'm just here to talk, you know. But anybody who want to rejoice, that's on you. You need to chill out. Just like I go to rejoice when Arsenal lose which game. I go to rejoice. Say, Arsenal don't bottle again. As before you know that, they don't go win the trophy, right? But hey, man, it's what it is. Shout out to us now, man. And thank you, Mr. Anthony, for joining. I appreciate you. All right. Mr. Jamie, are you ready to go, or make we still skip you now?
Yeah, one more skip, please.
All right, no problem. Take your time. We have at least 2 more hours to be 1.5 hours to be here. So take your time. All right. Truth Matu, if you want to unmute yourself, please let's hear your thoughts on this topic. And thank you for joining. But you go tell us a name where we go use address you. Your first name. Truth Matu, what's your first name, please?
You can address me as Truth Matu.
We need a first name. First name. What's your first name?
Matthew.
All right. Matthew. Okay, Matthew. Yeah. Mr. Matthew, thank you so much for joining. What are your thoughts on the topic? Is Peter Obi the biggest threat for Tinubu?
Okay, if you can answer the question, you need to go back to what happened in 2023. And if you look at what happened in 2023 election, you will see that Atiku lost his lifetime opportunity of being the president of Nigeria. How? About neglecting the structure of PDP and also neglecting the rules and regulation of the party also. Because looking at the 5G governors, what they stick on, after the primary, everything have come down. But Wike and the 5G governors say that the PDP chairman should go to the south. And in which Atiku neglected that movement and insisted that Ayu should be there as the PDP chairman. What happened? The 5G governors sell out their structures to Tinubu. Some sell out their structure to Tinubu. Some sell out the structure to Obi. That is how Atiku lost the opportunity. And in which, if Atiku have agreed on that, and the Ayu should step down and certain should be the PDP chairman, then that would have been a straight win to Atiku.
Yep.
There is no good to it about it.
And I like how you brought out this context, right? Because this was actually what caused the first problem for PDP when they were trying to concede the chairmanship or whatever of the PDP to the south. Atiku no agree. You know, these things, obviously, in the moment, everybody knew about it, but, 5-10 years later, who remembers stuff like that, right? Well, thank you for sharing that context. Yeah.
So what am I trying to say here? Structure is more important in any political party in politics.
True.
And this is what we refer to regret. Look at what is happening in the APC of today. These people have sued their structures, Istanbul structures, everywhere. Coming to the south also, in South also. Look at what is happening there. Look at the parliament they just did. You will see the structure is there. You will see the massive turnout of the people from the grassroots.
Yeah, that's true.
And you are trying to unseat the sitting president. They have structures also. You don't have that kind of structure. You don't have that kind of capacity. And you think you can do it.
So you're still arguing. You're still arguing, Mr. Matthew, that Obi still doesn't have a structure. Is that your argument still?
They don't have any. No, don't have any structure. What you see here is social media structure.
My brother, but if 2023 taught us anything, is that argument of no structure, not necessarily strong like that. If 2023 taught us anything, right? I mean, it's a good argument, but we should have learned something from that 2023. That yes, he doesn't have a structure, but he could still make something out of not having a structure. Didn't you learn that from 2023?
Yeah, let me tell you, the structure that Peter Obi got is from that from the Christian our Christian brothers and sisters that give him the mass structure.
Which Christian brothers and sisters are you referring to?
Okay. Like you see the Dunamis Church endorse him. You can see the Winners Chapel, they endorse him also.
So has the Dunamis Church closed? Are they not still operating? And the Winners Chapel, they know still they operate?
Yes. How many times have you seen Peter Obi participate in their activities?
Because he just became the sole presidential aspirant of the NDC literally today. So now, just like Chama said, election season don't start. Election season has literally just started today, right?
Okay, Kechi, you think people adapt? You think people can just believe him or on a sudden because he just got his ticket? That is why he's coming to church and they will support him the way they support him last time. No, what I'm trying to say here is that Peter Obi did not play his political card very well. And if you check,
tell us how he could have played it very well.
Okay, it's very easy.
Peter Obi, listen. I know say you there for comment. Listen, Peter Obi, how you could have played it well. Let's us hear, Mr. Matthew.
Okay, if after the election and the election period, Peter Obi still participated in every aspect that he was participating before then, understand? and he still go to the church. Even the winners, when they do their shino, Peter Obi did not even go that place. Even the what they used to do in, it's not even participate in all those kind of things. And some other activities that he's supposed to participate in the Christian kingdom, he's just himself. And even when these people also disobedient, when they are trying to castigate some churches or some of all those pastors, all those kind of things, he did not even say anything against them. Understand? You can hear when they were castigating Pastor Adeboye, all those kind of things. Understand? He did not even start that against Christian then. Even when he said that he's going to close that, what they call it, that that normal vigil or something like the normal Wednesday program. He said that he's going to turn into factory work, all those kind of things. Christian, we are not happy about it. Understand that kind of thing.
But they still voted for him, even according to you as well, right? They still voted for him.
No,
but my pushback
after the election, I'm talking after you make that statement
after the election. Okay,
make that statement
fair enough if he said that. However, you've mentioned that he should have continued. So continual participation in everything that he was participating in, prior to 2023 elections, right? Me and you know say they realistic, right? Peter Obi no go start all the programs. Hear me out, Mr. Matthew. It's not very realistic. I mean, but I understand you, but most people also understand that it's politics. This is what politicians do. I think most Nigerians understand that. The average Nigerian understand that it's politics. Him coming to church during that period, he wasn't also participating before he started participating. Now politics. Everybody knows that one. So I don't know where you're coming from with that, but I hear you, I understand you.
And the secondary, so certain things that you don't take very questionable about it as a aspirant, your statement of word is more important. You will hear when Peter Obi said that when you travel to Indonesia, you see some Indonesia, they are not doing Amajeri. They think that Muslims are doing Amajeri in Nigeria. They think that this is the culture of Muslims or the kind of thing. That statement alone, the Muslims take it to heart. Let me tell you, you see Peter Obi this movement, the Northerners you will see the vote will come out from there. The Northerners will portray him. Why the Northerners will pay attention is because of Kwankwaso coming 2031. They are not looking at Peter Obi, and also Kwankwaso is taking Peter Obi up so that he can, after the 2027 coming 2031, he will take the people that he gather from Obi for his own stand on the understanding, getting from the north and getting from the south when it comes 2031. So what am I trying to say here? That
I hear you, Mr. Matthew, right? I hear you, Mr. Matthew, and the argument you make the arguments. Now you make the argument, still they counter your argument. Say the north are not looking to him. You still come say the north are only looking to him because of Kwankwaso. Yes, and obviously that's why Peter Obi picked him, right? To be his. We don't even know if he's going to be running mate, but at least we know that they are working together now. Just give me 1 second, make I solve this puzzle. I don't know why I'm getting this puzzle this early, but I'll get it out of the way and we keep the conversation going. All right, that one is out of the way. All right, anyway, now you answer the question by yourself. Now you pose the question, now you still answer the question. So obviously he's doing something differently now. People now believe him more. If Kwankwaso had joined, I believe even Kwankwaso recently on some interview, he said, my daughter was telling me in the last election that I should go and join Peter Obi, but I refused. For a person to talk that thing out, he says some kind of remorse, or not remorse, but regret, day in heart. So that's why he's with him now, because he sees some sort of pathway for him getting closer to the power. But regardless, if Peter Obi loses, win or lose, Kwankwaso wins, right? Because he's going to get that Southeast Trust or whatever, the voters and everything that comes with Peter Obi. He's going to get it for the next election cycle. So I hear you, my brother. I hear you on that one.
Yeah, so what am I trying to say? That Peter Obi was used with or unknowing to him by the Kwankwaso movement, understand? And also, what am I trying to say here is that we the Igbo brothers, understand? When someone is trying
I don't think Peter Obi is being used by the Kwankwaso movement. Now, I don't know that he's being used. I don't know why you would just say that like that, right? I don't know that he's being used, unless you can tell me why you think he's being used.
Okay, why I say that he being used is that if you look at the Kwankwaso career in politics also, coming to the guy that is free to sit as a governor candidate also that he came to APC. If you look at the structure now, he don't have any structure anymore. Understand? And for him getting ambition to being a president in which he had been in his own mind also, is almost zero to that. Using Peter Obi now, he have like 80% chance on that. Because coming to after 2027 now, I believe for my own thinking and from the if you can check the age of Atiku, I believe Atiku will come to step down on that after that. After then,
Absolutely.
and we don't have any and we don't have any stronghold of political stronghold in the northern part that can stand Kwankwaso or anybody that we can sit on. Understand?
What do you
Except
mean we?
Kwankwaso
What
now.
do you mean we can sit on? Who are we, or who is
No,
we?
what I mean by the political aspect of it, like coming to what would I say, the PDP, the person that go to sit on the PDP candidate in coming 2031.
Yeah.
I don't see that person matching up with Kwankwaso. Coming to ADC also, if he's going to be assisted in that 2031, he's not going to. And APC also coming to that. Understand? We don't know who is going to be, and if you can imagine now, we don't see anybody that can stand on Kwankwaso on that aspect. Understand? So
Anybody how? Like I think I'm missing the. There's a disconnect somewhere. I missed some part of your argument, so I'm kind of. If you pardon me, please. If you want to repeat what you said, like when you say we don't have anybody that would replace Kwankwaso. What do you mean?
Okay, so sorry for putting on we, because if I put on we, you are included also. What I mean by my own aspect, what I'm saying also.
Okay.
Understand? So what I mean by that is that if you look at the potential aspects that are coming up now,
okay,
that are still on now, the people we are seeing now is only Atiku and Kwankwaso. Understand? That have the massive turnout movement also. And if Atiku eventually step down in 2027, understand? The only person that will everybody's looking, everybody's like seeing up that is northern stronghold is only Kwankwaso.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know anybody else. Yeah. I don't see anybody else except that. And also looking at the party in which Kwankwaso is in now, understand?
Yeah.
It has more opportunity.
But let me throw you this curveball, right? Let me throw you this curveball, right? So the way Atiku has been running, like in no care whether na south or north, even though I'm not, I'm opposed to this north and south turn thing, whether they do for Nigeria. But Atiku no care about that thing. He runs every time. Why do you think that come 2031, right? The next election cycle after 2027, right? Why do you think Wike wouldn't play or do an Atiku on us and start doing what Atiku has been doing? 2031 will come now. Wike go say, before the next 20 whatever, we then go say na south turn. I don't too old. I go contest this one. And Wike is a very strong southern contender. So why are you taking Wike out of this thing? Now I understand what you're saying. So I'm saying, why are you removing Wike from that from the people who could contest? Don't you think Wike wants to be president? You see, I don't throw you curveball now. You don't know how to catch me. You don't know how to catch her.
In politics, anything is possible. It's
right?
possible then.
And that's my problem with people who analyze politics like very one way. Peter Obi was an anomaly. Who could have? Hear me out, Mr. Matthew. Right?
Yeah.
Who could have thought that Peter Obi would get 6 million? Nobody. Even Peter Obi, I'm not sure say him no saying go get 6 million votes. Nobody knew Peter Obi would have gotten 6 million votes. Nobody. Everybody downplayed him. It was what it is. Nobody thought he was going to get up to that number of votes, right? Nobody thought he would win Lagos or Abuja, but he did. So politics not necessarily they one way, the way most people they want analyze them. Oh, in 2031, yeah, man, you're dealing with human beings. Human beings are very unpredictable. I don't know anyway, but Mr. Matthew, if you want to help us round up with that thought so that we'll go move forward.
Okay, like what I said, it's possible. But coming to that, if you look at what's happened after 2027 now, Kwankwaso will match that potential aspect. And also, it's possible if we can try to come at them on that 2031.
Yeah.
It's possible because people will not be coming out at any moment of any time again.
Again? Why are you so sure? Saying Peter Obi don't go come on. I don't know, man.
Will be there. In 2031, Kwankwaso will be there contesting. So how is he going to come out again?
Okay.
It's not going to be possible.
Okay.
So
Why? Say if he come out, person go beat him, be what is it's not going to be possible. What do you mean?
So are you saying that coming 2023, that 2031, that is Northern Stone, Peter Obi is going to come out for contest?
So are you telling me that 2023 that was Southern Stone, Atiku ran? So do you see what I'm saying?
This is the agreement of Peter Obi that you people don't want to agree on. Peter Obi says,
hey, don't do me like that, my brother. Don't do me like that. First of all, you don't do we. You just confuse me with your we. Now you don't do you people. Please don't do me like that. I beg. I use God name beg you. Don't use me. Don't do me like that. I know they for we or
sorry.
you people. Don't do that, please.
So sorry for that. I
Okay.
say that Peter Obi said that he's going to contest for only one tenure for if his win is going to be only 1 term, which is 4 years.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
And
But again, I'm saying it. He's just a politician, right? Peter Obi is just a politician.
This is the agreement. This is the agreement that sits and taught us.
Yo, man. I hear you, my brother. And I heard the agreement. I heard you. But I don't know if they sign up for paper with blood. Say if you do and we buy you. I don't know if they did it with blood. You see what I'm saying? But I hear you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Unless you have, final thoughts so that we can move forward.
So what am I going to say here, Jonathan? In any aspect of politics, let us play it in mature way and let us not be in any violent way of
absolutely. Have I been violent with you? Have I been violent with you?
No. Some people don't think the way you think.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear you. I'm just making a joke.
And when somebody try to take his personal interest in politics, let us, we Igbos, not in support in that kind of personality. Like the way Peter Obi want to bring only 4 years now, and some of our people, we end of the day, we say that it's only 4 years that are giving Igbos, so the other people are taking 8 years, so they are marginalizing Igbos, so they will not say it now, they will just keep quiet. Understand that kind of a thing now.
I hear you, Mr. Matthew. But thank you for joining. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining. All right, make we move forward. All right, I could drop you at this point so that I could bring more people up here. And I see Ijele requesting. Make we bring Ijele up, and let's keep the conversation going. All right, Ijele, thank you for joining. Make we hear your thoughts. Ijele. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, my brother. I salute you and thanks for bringing me up.
Absolutely.
I greet everybody. See, Kachi, there is one thing.
Sorry, Kachi, you skip everybody.
Yeah, I did, and it's my show. Don't unmute yourself and start talking, please. I did, and it's my show, right? I can do that, right? Please, don't do that, please. Sorry about that, Ijele. Make we continue. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much, my brother. Us these ones without culture, their values. See, let me tell you, my brother. You see, there are things many people, because of their emotions, they don't want to put them into consideration, even in their most quiet time. I can tell you, they know the truth. Even when you tell them the truth, they will do everything to try to expunge it, because the truth has gotten to a level where it acts as a foreign body to them. And because it tinkers with their marbles, it's going to press a hard reset in their brain. And they are not willing to do it. So they don't want to go and start rebuilding from the foundation again. To them, they've gone far in their support for something. And it's like somebody that is walking the wrong path for a long time. And you are trying to tell him to go back and begin from the other junction. He will say, no, let me keep going front. Maybe somehow I will see a shortcut to get, and that's what they want to hear. And when someone has been primed that way, you see them, they will just be looking for what suits them, not the reality on the ground.
Yep.
Now, Kwankwaso first, let me begin with him. As good as the wine he is carrying is, he's going to drink from a poison chalice. Oil and water can never mix. I don't know if you remember Kanu under Kwankwaso. That was the height of this radicalism that beleaguered Kanu that time. And he had the Kwankwasia movement. They are devoted. Now, the good part of them is this. Kwankwaso developed individuals, but the type of people he planted in the society are not mostly the people that control the politics of the North. These are educated people. And let's say the truth, in Nigeria, the Nigerian political landscape has a mixture of so many things. it be like Yoruba man soup. Pomo go dey there. Meat go dey there. Red meat go dey there. Beef go dey there. Chicken go dey there. Shaki go dey. You bring all these things together. But Kwankwaso, in the politics of the North, all those his pilots, how many of them are even living in Nigeria? How many of them are even still holding Nigerian passports? All those engineers, how many of them are living in Nigeria? How many of them are carrying a Nigerian passport today? For every 10 of them, there are over 200 people that the sitting governor can call like this and they will cancel their votes. See how you will know how the election will go. Kwankwaso will not defeat the incumbent governor of Kano State. His candidate would not defeat Abagida. But now, most of all these people shouting Kwankwaso, are they willing to accept this reality? Now, tell any of them to bet money on it now.
Me, I know be betting man, Jelly. However, I like you also agreed that the Kwankwasia movement, they are very devoted. Don't you think you contradict yourself with that? Yeah.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
But there is a limit to what they can do.
I see. Okay.
You people also forgot that 2023 election was more of a protest election. And President Tinubu you are talking about had so many forces to contend with. Now, starting from those close to President Muhammadu Buhari, I don't want to go as far as saying that Buhari doesn't want him to be president, because if actually he didn't want him to be president, there are things that could have happened. But so many people very close to him undermined the APC ticket. It was even undermined in the Southeast too. Many of the so-called APC party agents at the presidential election, they allowed so many things to go on in the Southeast. If you notice, I wrote 6 million fast. And that's what I call that vote. Now, why did I say 6 million fast? All these communities that have been deserted since 2020, did you see the thousands of votes that were churned out from there in the 2023 election?
Yeah, but this argument can also be made for Tinubu's votes as well,
now.
right?
Hold on, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Okay.
Imo State, Hope Uzodimma also got thousands of votes from Okigwe. But these are communities where nobody was staying. So many things went on. That's why I'm telling you that even the so-called APC people in the Southeast, they undermined him. It happened in our presence. Now, he is going into 2027.
But Ijele, right? I hear you on the 6 million fast. I hear that. Don't you think that same argument can be made on the APC's votes, not in the Southeast, in Nigeria at large? Is it just the 6 million fast for? Is it just a fast for Peter Obi?
The full Nigerian election from 1999. Okay, let's leave the 1999 apart, because that one was more like what everybody expected. But every other thing else, till date, anybody that is openly telling you that they've all been free and fair is a liar.
Yep.
Now, that takes us to the institutions that run the election, who is controlling the machine? You understand? So there are things that people need to put into consideration. What we are talking about now is the general problem we have, the definitely malpractices that will go on. Then we'll also discuss the re-voting.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to the re-voting, many of these people in the South that joined APC, now mind you, 2023, that energy was split. So many of them believed that they wouldn't give it to Atiku, but they were kind of, let's use Obi as a protest vote. But not now that their governors are now fully behind Mr. President. It's those governors that win elections. Let me tell anybody can say what they want to say.
Yeah, but going with this argument, Tinubu has over 30 governors now. APC has over 30 governors. I don't see a reality where Tinubu wins 30-something states. I don't see that reality.
Brother, I don't know about 30-something states, but I'm telling you the way that election will be wrapped up. Now, mind you, the presidential election will come first. You understand?
Yeah.
And the president, being a transactional politician, did you see his statement before the primaries, when some people were trying to, be bringing money for funding, doing this and that? He told them plainly that he's leaving everything in the hand of every governor. And it's manifesting everywhere. It's manifesting everywhere. Check how many people most of the people you saw that participated in those primaries when was the last time you saw such number of crowd during primaries?
That's because, again, to your point, he opened it up and he left it to the governors, and they made it like what's it called? Direct primaries, money. Right? Yeah.
And there is money.
Yeah.
And there is money.
Yeah.
Don't exclude that financial power. That you see that financial factor.
Absolutely.
Anybody can give you any boutique analysis, talk whatever they want to talk. But you see, 2027 election is weaponization of cash.
But make I take you back to the topic, right? Peter Obi, do you think he's Tinubu's biggest threat in the coming election?
They know born and where.
Who then would you say is the biggest threat?
That's why I'm telling you, this election has been wrapped up. Now, let me explain something else to you.
Okay.
If you will tell yourself the truth, the enthusiasm has fallen so much. Here in Lagos alone, so many people, ask them, do you know that there are so many Nigerians so uninformed that they don't even know the name of the party Obi is running on? Some still think it's Labour. Some think it's ADC. The guy that drove me from the airport, I was the one that told him he has left ADC. Say it's a lie. I laughed. So, okay. Do you know that NDC now, there are so many towns, I'm not talking about villages, so many towns where they don't even know the logo of the NDC.
Yep. That's a fair statement. That's a very fair statement, yeah.
And you are talking about Nigeria. My brother, have you been to Kotangora before?
We are Kotangora Day. Which state today?
Niger State.
Niger, okay.
That place alone is bigger than Imo State and Anambra combined.
And this is more maybe a local government?
Yes, so
Huh.
have you been to Shiroro before? Same Niger. Then you are talking about the whole of Nigeria. Now, Kwankwaso, you see that statement he said he made about the daughter. Well, it will sound nice to the people that have will be a mind that are having this tunnel vision. You know, there are people when they are driving, they don't look at the rear view and they don't look at the side mirror.
Yep.
These are linear thinkers.
Yep.
Now you are forgetting. You see, all these shout of Fulani herdsmen in the southeast,
Yep.
they are talking about, and when they are caught, the only Igbo people will be caught.
Yep.
You think after that this election will finish and they will not ask him that question?
Absolutely. And I am for one, I want me to ask him about even IPOB, not just all that stuff.
They will.
But Ijele, if you want to help me use that thought roundup so that we'll go move forward.
That's why I'm rounding up now.
Okay.
Kwankwaso himself now, if there are neutral northerners who are paying attention, if you go to my page now, you will see the Owerri. Do you know why they stopped talking about Owerri since yesterday? They've captured some of those people and they are Igbos.
Yep.
They are also on my video on my page. Go and check how many people that are sharing that video. Like you go to the share, check how many northerners that shared it.
Yep.
Now, how many people do you think have downloaded it? How many people do you know position research do you think have those videos saved?
Yep.
And you go and campaign with who? This same group. Let's just wait and see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Ijele, for joining. I appreciate you. All right. I mean, anyway, Obi is my guy. Obi remains my guy. Despite all in fuck up, all in ups and downs, still remains my guy. I'm rooting for the guy. I would love for him to win. Tinubu has a lot of good policies, we can call them, but in my opinion, the policies like the subsidies, we can go on and on and on, right? But he could have done it in a better way, in a more humane way, where people not go feel him the way people they feel him. He just did it because he could. Because I say I go do him, and he went ahead and did it. He didn't do a lot of feasibility study on how is this going to impact people, and that's why it's impacting people now. He's a smart guy, definitely, but he could have done things differently, a little bit differently.
Please, can I use 30
even be here
seconds to respond to that one?
All right, let's use 30 seconds and respond.
You see, the problem with Nigerians is that where we are supposed to act, we don't act. That man removed subsidy and tripled the money of every single governor. Do you know that naturally, every single civil servant, their money should have been tripled?
Yeah.
And he would have cushioned the effect, but it didn't happen. Where are the so-called human rights activists? Where are the so-called trade unions?
I hear you, but Tinubu is a smart guy. He should have known that if he gave the governors that money, that's what they would have used it for. He could have used that money to invest differently.
Will sit down on their hands. You see why Buhari called them lazy Nigerian youth? Have you seen it?
All right.
Where they are supposed to shut down the country, they will not. Imagine shutting down the country over that one. The governors will sit down immediately.
Absolutely.
They will sit up immediately.
Absolutely, and that's a good argument. Well, and thank you for the pushback. But anyway, make we move forward and get back to the queue. Mr. Jamie, are you ready to take the mic now?
Absolutely.
All right. You be like, you be there do number two. Let me not use the other word. You be like, there do number two. Because there was a lot of echo in the background,
I don't know what your number two mean.
Number two now, we know everybody knows what number two is. Number two is, going to the poo-poo,
No. I was working. So
okay, I'm just making a joke, my brother. I'm just making a joke. Everybody didn't do number two now. It's a natural something. It's a human something, Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining.
That would have been the best place to sit down and then
talk, right?
rub mine on
Absolutely.
a lot of good reasoning, thinking comes when you are free.
Yep.
Okay, having said that, I want to just put, like I started, I want to put a caveat first.
Okay.
I'm not invested in any candidate, and I pledge to support anybody that wins the election. Because part of the problem we have is that if what we support does not win, we see everything, every action, taken by whoever. First and foremost, we see as wrong. Even though we don't really have a clear manifesto, ideological differences in the so-called manifesto.
Yeah.
Essentially, the three leading political candidates, they are more conservative than progressive in my thinking. So we have people like Tinubu, Atiku, and Obi being in the same class. We've not seen somebody who has botched onto the scene from, say, extra progressive. We don't have a Mamdani there. You understand? So
I see what you're saying.
Having said that, so I just want to be on a safe position that anybody that wins, you understand, if they can articulate, if they can implement their so-called program for the benefit of Nigerians, I think we'll be all good for it. And then we owe them a duty to support them to succeed and also criticize them fairly.
Absolutely.
Now, I've been looking at...
and to your point, by the way, if you want to hold your thought, please, and to your point, Tinubu is actually implementing what Interlude saying would do. He said he was going to widen the tax net, he was going to reduce the purchasing power, all that good stuff. He's doing most of the things what he's saying would do. So, to your point, absolutely. Hope say they go enter, do what they said they go do. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So now the thing is that I have a benefit of having listened to one or two persons, though he's not been able to influence what I want to say.
Okay.
People make this assumption. I've had somebody say 558. People make this assumption that Nigerian election will be determined by, it's not determined by simple majority. You don't need to win the entire state. Kachi, the difference between PDP run by Atiku in 2023 and the APC in the state like Katsina, I'll read the figure for you. Atiku got 289,000 and he won the state. Tinubu lost the state with 489,000. Tinubu lost the state with 487. The difference between the winner and the loser was 2,000. So people just make mistake. The difference between, and then it is the losing figure Tinubu got in Katsina State, for instance, balances what Obi won in Abia. Obi won 300 and something thousand in Abia. And then you're losing election in one state, you have cleared where somebody won. This is one thing people don't understand. I can go on and on and on.
Yeah. I
can mention a state like Kebbi. Kebbi, it was 7,000 difference. Which state? Nasarawa, LP won in Nasarawa. They got 191,000 votes. APC got 172,000. It was a difference of 19,000 votes. So you can't take this 19,000 votes now and balance with somebody who is losing in a state like Benue was like 2,000 votes. That was the difference in Benue State. It was close. That election was, I take time and look at the result. That election was, was, I wouldn't want to say free and fair, but it was a reflection of the three keys. We talked about these three keys before, and some people have mentioned it in passing, but let me explain. The three keys that has continuously determined Nigerian politics, rightly or wrongly, is the TRM. Tribe,
religion, money.
Religion and money.
Yep, I remember.
So if you look at the outcome of the election, even Lagos State that Obi won, it was 582,000 votes against 572. So we are looking at 10,000 votes. But when you go to town, you say Obi won Lagos. 10,000 votes does not equate somebody losing in Kaduna
Yep.
and getting almost 500,000 votes, losing. you know. So having said that, I think all the political parties, the way it is structured now, I think it's going to be a more competitive election. This is one of the things we should admit.
It will.
Anybody sitting down to say Obi does not have a chance, it's not supposed to be this and that and that. I think that is some kind of, I hope delusion is not.
Make we know they're too strong with the words. Yeah, make we not use strong words. But I hear you, and that is where I always stand too. Nobody knows how it's going to come out. It's not going to be a one-way, like, it's not going to be a one-way, you know. Nigerian election, as a matter of fact, has never been, a very, like, one-sided election. It's never been like that, right? Anyway, yeah.
So I can say maybe it's wishful thinking because people are conditioned by their belief system, by their wishes. And then they just want to draw conclusion based on what they wish. But the picture on the ground is different. Somebody's going to be strong in the southeast, you understand? And then just like Ijele said, the power of the governors, the power of the governor is not to make you win election, it's to make you get a leverage. That is one of the things people miss. Because if I'm losing election in, say, Delta State, for instance, you win the election with 400,000, and they manage to give me like 200 and something thousand. I've secured more than 25%.
Yep.
And I'm taking that one to go and join with another 200 and something thousand in another state. So this is what guys. So Tinubu is not going to win the 30 states. Of course, they will flatten him in a lot of those states, but he will pick crumbs. And the ability to win the election is to pick those crumbs, put them together.
Yep.
You understand? And then anybody that is doing that analysis should be able to see the demographic. Atiku contested election in 2023. What was he showing in a place like Adamawa, for instance? Adamawa is supposed to be a stronghold.
Yeah.
Adamawa, I think he pulled 319,000 against Tinubu's 140, about 150,000. So you could see that advantage was not really there as supposed. And for the M factor, Atiku does not hold that M factor anymore, like before. He doesn't have he had to hurry to go and carry a governor. The governor of Akwa Ibom State was the director of his campaign for a reason.
Yep.
And nobody would tell me, anybody that is disputing election in other states, why didn't they dispute the one in Akwa Ibom? I don't see how Atiku would have won Akwa Ibom as a state. The spread was not, now they capture Akwa Ibom they collected the governor from the sun. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and
River State, River State, so
River State River State was one of the biggest bargaining chip that Tinubu used in winning the election because I mean PDP dragged their crisis for a long time. They were unable to settle Wike, give him what he wanted. If they had given him what he wanted, Atiku, like somebody said, Atiku would have been the president today. If they had given him what he wanted, rightly or wrongly, you understand? But but last election, Atiku went for Kowa, Niger Delta State. They don't play with those states because this is where the resources come. Go and check how much money goes for federation account after this fuel subsidy. A lot of money goes to South. So people still want to hold on to them. You understand? So look at how many South is available now. How many South Side state governor is available to be milked? The one person has cornered them already. So the aim is going to be a big factor for some of the candidates. Yep. Especially for Atiku.
And Obi, because Obi doesn't seem to have that kind of aim, No,
Obi might do a little bit well because of goodwill. I mean, the last election, for him to even get to that level, there was a lot of goodwill.
Goodwill, absolutely.
They raised a lot of aim for the election, a lot from all over the world. True. I know one dinner that my friend attended, they needed to pay $450 to attend the dinner to raise funds for him over here. So now the thing there is that these three keys are going to still determine the election. Somebody said something about Kwangwa, so I need to state again that I respect the man. He's one of the people that are very organic following. You understand?
Yep.
Rain or shine. But the last election, if you look at what happened in even the Kano state, it wasn't like overwhelming because there are a lot of interest now. Now, if he's not the one carrying the flag, the people are going to be generally apathetic. I mean, they are going to display that apathy again.
Yeah.
They might not come out as if their Kwankwasia was running. The last election, he got barely 1 million votes.
Yeah.
And the people that came second to him got over 500,000. This is a losing vote I'm talking about again. 500,000. Don't forget all the Ganduji and the rest of the factors are there. I don't even know what is going to happen to his own governor. He asked the governor to go to APC ahead of the negotiations he was doing. And then people were thinking, he negotiated effectively with APC, and the thing did not work before he now went to do the alliance. Before that time, he had asked the governor to go and join APC. That governor no get liver to go another political party. He has no structure. If they want to remove him today, he's gone. So you could see, he had negotiated with Tinubu to advanced level of securing vice presidential ticket. That same vice presidential ticket. And then it was not done. He wanted to be SGF in the interim. This one said they are not giving you that. Because he was not sure what was happening. He wanted a minister. They were screening a minister for him. Take it as speculation. Take it as speculation. They almost screened a minister for him before the guy now said no, that the current VP was telling him, Rangere, I understand you're trying to take my job. So the thing collapsed. He now asked Tinubu, me and you do meeting. How did this man know that blah, 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 blah. So a lot of things are playing under the... So we only said the part we know. So he's been negotiating with his 1 million vote from Kano. But again, the vote from Kano is also split. Because last election, they had to split the vote. So this thing can go anywhere. So the dynamic is, I might agree that Atiku has a slight advantage, but then he ran in 2023. I didn't see that advantage because they were sharing Sokoto State, KB, and the rest of the state closely with him. They won him in Jigawa. So it wasn't, the North is not the 12 million vote that Buhari used to have. There's no single block 12 million vote anymore. Just like we are balkanizing the South, the North is not like one vote. So, I mean, it can go anywhere. That is why it is safe for people to just watch it play itself out, not to be invested so much. At the end of the day, you remember that year when Leicester win league? They were Liverpool, they were Man City.
Man City,
So me, I'm always on the side of the underdog. I like the underdogs a lot. You understand?
Yeah, underdog story is always nice, right? The underdog story always did nice.
Even if we lose, you understand, we don't really have much. Contesting is a big foot forward. I think with this few points of mine, I would like to, summarize that. Hey, Peter Obi is a threat. You understand?
Okay.
In as much as Tinubu is a leading candidate in the race. Atiku cannot be discounted. So the three of them, anything can happen. So if tomorrow Peter Obi say, "Hey, I'm not running again," I don't see Peter Obi or Tinubu saying they cannot run unless something happens. The two of them are bent on running. And then if what do you call him? Amechi. If Amechi joins in, so it will be all South battle. Because if he picks PDP ADC ticket, there's nothing for Atiku. But I don't see that happening because Amechi does not really present himself as a very serious candidate.
And that's a fair statement.
So
that's a very fair statement.
Thank you very much for giving me space, and then
absolutely. Anytime,
kudos for the good work.
Anytime.
All the speakers before me.
Anytime, man. Anytime, Mr. Jimmy. Thank you for joining again. I appreciate you. Anyway, and I appreciate the way they analyze them, without bias, just talking from an outside perspective. I appreciate you, man. All right, let's keep going. But before we go, we read some chats. Let's read some chats from YouTube, and let me see with Facebook. Let me see if we have any chats coming in from Facebook. Give me 1 second. All right, Facebook chat day over here. All right, we have Maurice Olurinto. He said Atiku and Obi Atiku and Tinubu are the real contestants. If they are the real contestants, right now, only Obi be the actual person we done, throwing hat in, right? So Atiku is not even there yet. Now we can say we don't even know if Atiku is running, right? The same thing when they talk about Obi before. We don't even know if Obi is running. We can actually say that for Atiku now. We don't even know if Atiku is running, right? Because, everybody knows why, right? He's not gotten the ticket yet. We don't know what's going to happen in the ADC primaries, right? Anyway, thank you, Mr. Morris, from Facebook. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being there. And by the way, if you'd like to join the show, and share your thoughts, feel free to join us on TikTok at the Beer Parlor Show, Beer Parlor Podcast, and we will bring you up here, and we can bring you up here and we can talk about it. Anyway, let's go to YouTube. YouTube, make we see what's in the happen for YouTube. Abiodun Adepoju says Shekarau is back to APC. Shekarau no be Boko Haram leader. What do you mean? Are you joking? Is that a joke? Anyway, thank you, Mr. Abiodun, for being here on YouTube. Carlos from YouTube says, why no one in Nigeria overthrew that wicked 100-year-old leader that is selling the country? Okay. All right, anyway, Mr. Carlos, thank you for being here. Leo Chuku says Obi won that election. You can say that how many times you want to say it. The reality is Tinubu is the president. Tinubu won the election. Anyway, Chimak says hi. Thank you for being here, Mr. Chimak. Patrick Okafor says that is the first step. Tell us what you mean by structure, then we can take it from there. Is he referring to structure of criminality? We don't come again. Don't come again. Structure of criminality. Structure of criminality. Obi go join them for ADC, right? Make we leave that one. Make we talk another one. Anyway, Patrick Okafor, thank you for being here. Says this guy is talking trash, no basis, no. I don't know who they refer to. If not me, thank you so much. No problem. The only trash fool my mouth. No problem. Bullshit fool my mouth even. Anyway, Adetunji Adenle says even Jonathan has joined the race. Yeah, I heard a show about Jonathan, but I don't know. We don't know for sure if if Jonathan has joined the race. I don't know. Maybe I missed him. Maybe he joined yesterday and I missed it. I don't know. But anyway, just like I forget, it was Mr. Anthony. He was saying the South is the enemy of the South. I forget to even mention Jonathan. Jonathan is about to contest too. Imagine 6 people from the South contesting when there is already a Southern president. Isn't that something? Anyway, let's see. Baby Booba says, see that in the South Africa, you seen that unbelievable. Okay, I don't know what that means. Africans can't just get it together, tribalism. Anyway, na so it be. Na our body, our own our body. Na so it be. Honestly, the nameless Jeffrey says, honestly, the major problem Obi will face because he switches parties is sabotage. These politicians he's up against will go dirty. No be today politicians begin to go dirty, Nabi. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. All right. Thank you guys for being on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Feel free to like and share. I don't know if they share for that. And also feel free to hit the subscribe button so that you get notifications anytime I come live on YouTube. Anyway, thank you guys for being there. All right, make we read some chats for TikTok. Now, I know say my TikTok people. I know they play with my TikTok people now because of now they come here. All right, Ijela says Shekarau was governor in Kano. Oh, really? Okay. You see, I know today very grounded like that. Shekarau. Okay, I thought it was the leader of Boko Haram when they talk about. Anyway, thank you, Ijela, for correcting that one. Omoba Alara said no be a big politician. No, a big politician in Kano, I say. All right, thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. All right, Ijele also says a silent Atiku is the most dangerous Atiku. Okay. We'll go see. Time will tell. Rules and respect. I don't know that I throw you. They throw me here since, but hey man, rules and respect. I don't call your name finally. Host, you know that with my comments only is touching your brain, not insult, bro. I don't know what you mean, but it seems like you have a lot to say. Feel free to hit this. Feel free to hit the request button. Request button is like there are 2 like silhouettes or 2 head and shoulder thing next to the comment thing, right? The chat thing is just to the right. Click that thing and come up. Let's talk about it. You have a lot to say in the chat. Feel free to request. Let's talk about it. All right. Ijela says Kwankwaso would not even be a top 5 of those who run from the north in 2031. Time will tell. 2031 still day far. Make we focus on 2027. Now the one with the Warriors now. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for being here on TikTok. Let's keep liking. We are 27K likes. Let's get to 50. We can do 50, right? We can do 50. We have another another hour to be here. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the conversation. And I'm not sure I don't hit my target yet. Let me see if I've hit my target. I never hit my target. Make una follow, help me hit my target. My target is 11K followers on TikTok. Let's keep following. The follow button there up here somewhere. Feel free to hit the follow button up there and let's hit that target. We're almost there. We're at 97%. So let's keep liking. Follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. All right, let's get back to the show then. The King Sam, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. What are your thoughts? Peter Obi, Tinubu's biggest threat?
Yeah, good morning. Based on this topic, I will just say that Peter Obi is the Tinubu's biggest threat.
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay. Why do you think
And
so?
that is why, discussing on this matter, you have to go back to 2023 election, places where Peter Obi won during the election and places where other contestants won. So if you check it very well, you see that Peter Obi is likely to win again, Southeast, South, and even middle belt. Then now Tinubu got 5 million votes from North and got only 2 million votes from South. And Atiku, most of his votes come from North. You see that if the same thing happened again in this next election, you see that Atiku and Tinubu will likely to go and struggle for votes in the North. They will be likely to go and struggle for votes in the North. So that will give Obi leverage to dominate the area where he have won before. Okay, now the question is this: talking about if Peter Obi still have the same support he had in 2023. That's the question. Whether he still have the same support he had in 2023. Because I saw people here saying that Peter Obi doesn't have the same support he had in 2023. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So,
but they're not wrong for making that argument, right? They're not wrong for making the argument because me and you can, if we are being honest, we've seen people who said we voted for Peter Obi in 2023 and now we're not voting for him because of a whole lot of reasons, right? We've seen that.
That's what I want. That's what I want to contribute on because before that 2023 election, people have been campaigning differently. The supporter of Peter Obi, they have been saying, they have been like telling things Peter Obi have done. And the supporter of Tinubu also, they are saying things Tinubu have done. People are saying that Tinubu built Lagos, and because of that, he'll be able to build Nigeria. But we have seen what Tinubu can do. Within the last 3 years now, we have seen the handwork of Tinubu. Do you understand? And because of that, somebody telling that Peter Obi, because Peter Obi is losing supporters. No, Peter Obi is more gaining supporters because we have seen what Tinubu can do. And Atiku is not even an option.
But you obviously, you're a Peter Obi supporter, right? And you are unwavered. Nothing they shake you for the side of support. So you're not necessarily his target because regardless of what he do, you go still support him, right? I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating. But
it's not regardless of what he do.
I hear you, and that's why I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back.
He's right for the job.
I hear you. So you they unlock. What about the other people we know they unlock? What do you think could be the things which Peter Obi need to do to convince them to come over to his side?
I think there are plenty things that contribute in like people choosing the candidate, the person they can vote, like tribalism is playing a role, but tribalism is playing a role, and even the religion is playing a role. But it takes only people that understand. Do you understand? It takes only these people that understand for them to say, okay, this person is the right person for us to go with. Do you understand? So you don't expect everybody to understand in that way, because you see, if you check Nigeria politics, you see that tribalism and religion is doing a very good work, like playing a very major role in Nigeria politics. So you don't expect everybody to follow your own ideology. Now only those people that understand that, we should take this thing aside. Let's follow this person. This person is the right person to go with. So those people understand very well. So based on the question we asked, this is the answer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Another thing that would be a problem in that coming that election is mafia in the election, like rigging the elections. Like I heard somebody here saying that this is what the governors are going to do. But sometimes when the result becomes obvious, there's nothing you can do that to surrender. Do you understand what I mean? Sometimes when the result of election become obvious that you cannot do anything about it, there's nothing you can do.
But when people talk about rigging, right, I always have this pushback, regardless of which side is talking about the rigging, because when most people say rigging, they always want to say, oh, the other people rig. But how about your own person where they support? Didn't they do their own part in the rigging? So I'm pushing that question to you now. You say part of rigging. So are you saying not only for Southeast, way free and fair election day for the whole of Nigeria?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When election result becomes obvious, you cannot rig it.
I see.
Do you understand? When it becomes obvious, you cannot rig it. It is when the results come close. That's when those people they will be able to manipulate some results. But when the margin is too long, there's nothing you can do. You will surrender. So we are hoping for P2B supporters to vote massively. So this is kind of result we are looking for.
Absolutely.
Do you understand?
Absolutely.
So, and I heard somebody talking about Amechi coming out. Amechi will not even win his own polling unit. Talk more of being a challenge to
that is not necessarily true. Amechi is a heavyweight in at least Rivers State. People love Amechi in Rivers State.
The person that might likely be a threat is Jonathan, but Amechi doesn't follow. He doesn't even add up to what is happening.
I mean, that argument can go either ways. It can go say Amechi is a threat. Good luck both of them are correct. Good luck is a heavyweight in his own capacity. Amechi is also a heavyweight in his own capacity as well. Because one second, during the APC primaries, I believe Amechi came second after Tinubu. I think so. I could be wrong, but I think he came second in the primaries. So he's not necessarily a pushover. You see what I'm saying?
Primary is not the main election now.
I hear you, but for you to convince many people to vote for you like that, it means that you're something now, right?
Yes, but primary you shouldn't take primary. Is your people. You can just buy primary. You know that one can happen easily. We are talking about the main election. So Amechi is not even in the discussion. He doesn't have anything there. He is not even in the discussion. It is good luck. We know good luck is a threat. If the way they are pushing good luck now to come out now is because they want good luck to come and chop some Obi vote. That's what they want to do.
But the argument of good luck chopping Obi, to borrow your term, chopping Obi's vote, it doesn't go one way. He's going to take votes from everybody. If good luck comes out, he's not only going to say, I make only South people vote for me. He's going to take votes from the North. He's going to take votes from the South. Guess what? Tinubu needs votes from the North. He also needs votes from the South.
But the thing we hurt Obi most.
Not necessarily. It will hurt everybody. He go hurt Tinubu, he go hurt Obi. I don't know. At least that's how I see it anyway.
I don't believe Obi, if good luck comes out today, Obi, I think Obi will be down. So, but I pray that he is not coming out. He's not coming out.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
He's not coming out.
Prayer. Why should we pray that kind of prayer?
Don't worry about that. Don't drop that person. You don't just unmute yourself and start talking. You come somewhere, you go follow you. If you enter somewhere, you see people, they come out shoe, they enter. You go do the same thing. As you come, you see everybody they muted, host and one person they talk. You respect that. You don't just come out, open your mouth and open your mic and start saying whatever you want to say is not that important. Let me put it out there. It's not so important, okay? Take it easy. We're gonna get to you, but I had to drop you, Pastor Ade. That was a little bit disrespectful. But Mr. Dickens, the King, what's be your name? So that I go stop the call you this Dickens Sam. What's your first name? First name. All right, Sam. Mr. Sam. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mr. Sam. Again, if you want to just give us your final thoughts so that we'll go move forward.
Okay. I just want to say this. P2B have been so much, strategic because some people were like asking what did P2B achieve by joining ADC? Do you understand? If you look at P2B joining to ADC critically, it wasn't a failure like that because bringing Kwankwaso from ADC, I think if he didn't go to ADC, he wouldn't have had that connection of connecting with Kwankwaso easily like that. I think that ADC gave him that connection, that upper hand to reach Kwankwaso, and that was a good movement. Do you understand? By aligning with Kwankwaso, it was a good move. for P2B. So he did well, and I love what he did. That movement was awesome.
All right.
As a P2B supporter, that movement was awesome. So I think for now, this is all I have to say.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sam.
Drop it here.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining, and thank you for always joining the Beer Parlor show. Appreciate you. All right. Make we bring Omo George, my brother. Make we hear your thoughts on this one. Peter Obi, is it Tinubu's biggest threat? Make we hear him.
First of all, I'm going to fight you for bringing Ijele. When Ijele professor can't talk finish, wait, I won't start to the talk now.
Make we hear your own version. You know, so they get King James, they get new international version. I don't know if you be Christian or Muslim, but I don't know how Quran they do. But for Christian side, they get King James, get new. All of them they talk the same thing, but some of them they talk. How would that you do it? Not ever do it. Make we hear your own version. Eh?
You see, the thing is this. I think the biggest threat to Tinubu right now is not even the people he's contesting with. It's insecurity. How is going to maneuver insecurity to give the perception that he's doing something about it is his main job right now. Because, and the good thing for him is there is still time. You know, the country needs to witness sustainable, like a good period of peace before the election to help with the perception. Now, the other question is this. It's like preparing for
and this is the way you talk now. It's just a whole different perspective, right? And it makes a lot of sense. But he is actually doing it because you see, just last week, the U.S. and Nigerian army. Shout out to the U.S. and Nigerian army. You know, then bomb some terrorist ISIS leader from Nigeria, right? He's doing it. However, the PR on that, they are not doing a lot of job with that. I don't know if you agree with me, but I'm just saying, I think he's doing it, and I agree with you. I think he's doing it, but the PR no just there. No, they're very effective.
I think you're right, and he has to really. That was why I said perception.
Yeah, perception.
He has to correct the perception that he's not just sitting watching the country fall apart. Otherwise, he's doing a tremendous job. I'm a Tinubu supporter, so.
Tremendous is kind of overreaching now.
Let me explain why I said tremendous.
Okay.
I said otherwise, after setting aside the insecurity, I think in terms of infrastructure, trying to make provision for the future generation, creating opportunity for future generation, is going on the path of sustainable development, which everybody wants. And I credit him for that. As a matter of fact, he's doing more than what I thought he could do because of his age. Anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. And I was going to bring you back to the topic, yeah. But I hear you on that, and I agree with you on the most part. I agree with you.
Oh, yeah. Let me now look at it again on the other side. The good thing is the people we are having on board, they are not new to this contest. I see them like high school students that did not make the cutoff mark. And he has the syllabus. There are topics he knows, and there are topics he didn't do well. He also struggled in the exam with. Now, he's planning a receipt for that exam. He is concentrating on the same ones he knew and not really looking at why did I fail. Now, the failure of Tinubu, let me start with my candidate. Why he struggled so much in the election was mainly in the southeast. That is one part. And in all fairness, he was able to get a very formidable person called Umai going and doing a great job in the southeast to quench that constant marginalization,
rhetoric.
Like we being marginalized, with visible example, like look at our roads. We don't have this. David Umaye is doing something around that axis. So it's like preparing those parts you didn't do well. Now, in the case of Obi, one major setback to him winning the last election was party agent, which everybody calls structure. Has Obi worked on that nationwide? Have you been able to cultivate people in all local government wards of the country so that people that cannot be compromised, people that will stand like, okay, if they are offering you 100,000 to change your polling booth, does he have people that can say, hell no, I'm standing for this? Or
I would hope that he has
is
learned. Just like you said, Tinubu struggled in the course, even though he has the analogy you gave earlier. Tinubu struggled a little bit, but he has learned. Now he has the syllabus and everything. I would hope that Tinubu, Obi also has learned from that, and hire people or get volunteers that would trust and believe in him and not be, swayed by bribes and stuff like that, if that makes sense. I would hope he has learned as well. Because not only Tinubu were they capable to learn, right? Obi is also capable to learn, right? I mean, yeah.
okay, but if you probably look at the mock, we're having the kind of mock, and I can say the constant movement from one party to the other. Party agent job. In 99, I did party agent job.
Yeah.
It's meant for party members because they are not it's not the cash they get immediately that they are working for on that day. They are working for their own access to the nearest cadre of authority. So, if you think volunteers can deliver that, it doesn't really go like that.
I hear you. But we've also seen the numbers coming out from the NDC saying, I forget the number now, but the millions of people that are registered in the party. Don't you think that those numbers could also be the volunteers?
Okay, what I just said, there's a difference between volunteer and real party members. You go to meetings, you understand? People that attend local meetings, people that people know within the surroundings. That is what APC, PDP has over Obi in terms of party membership. So, is he really working on that?
I would hope so.
So that
Again, I would hope
because
so.
yes, because so that we don't eventually have a kind of deja vu
Yeah.
that happened again, and people will continue crying in the country we've been ripped out.
Yeah.
The idea of money and politics, tribalism, and all the stuff will not leave Nigeria in the nearest future.
Absolutely.
So we need to learn to navigate our ways around it.
Yep.
So as for Atiku, Atiku will have to come to the realization that he is not the only northern politician with ambition. For instance, let me go back to Obi. The president promised by Obi that he's going to run 4 years and give it to the north. To the political class of the north, they don't take it because something similar happened with Jonathan.
Yeah.
That was why they allowed him in 2011. By 2015, Jonathan was trying to go forward. So they don't believe that.
I don't know. I mean, you can say that, just from your own lens, right? But do the northern people, I wish that they come this Bia Palo show, we for the hear how they feel about it. There's one Mr. AJ that always comes here. He's an okay supporter. So from what he says, he says that the northern people are ready to kick Tinubu out. That's what he says. So you're not a northerner, obviously, right? You're a southerner. So if you're saying the northern people do not believe that, am I supposed to just take your word for it? You see what I'm saying?
Obviously, you won't also take the word of the so-called Mr. AJ as
Absolutely.
perfect gospel. You know,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
that in the, the idea is when you can put yourself in the mind of your opponent when you're doing a kind of combat sport. You try to anticipate what he's doing. To an average, to me, in my own perception of an average political elite in the north,
Yeah.
after experiencing the Jonathan debacle, I will not take it. I would rather take my chances with Tinubu that has limitation of the constitution than an Obi that is unchanged. Is unchanged when he gets in. And all he needs to do is do a good job when he gets in. Then, sorry, that agreement won't hold. So an average, because this thing is this, our political landscape is still governed by the elites among us.
Yeah. Yep.
For every one of us that can debate, there are 10 people that doesn't care about their fingerprint, that just 3,000 will put it. And it's going to cancel whatever the brilliant Kashi is going to do. Just
True.
like Jile said earlier, it's going to cancel it out.
Yep.
And you're like, oh my God, how did you get this? Oh, sorry. It doesn't go like that. So
Yep.
if you look at it from that perspective, I think all of them have their homeworks to do.
True.
Obi should work on creating a structure. I never thought he would not register Obedience Movement as a party. 6 million votes was a lot in your first outing.
Yep.
So he should have registered that as a party,
Yep.
even with, and most of his people are tech savvy. They can come online and all those stuff. They can be doing Zoom meetings so everybody knows each community. They can
Yep.
start having world leaders and all those stuff.
Yep.
But probably the movement from Labour to ADC to NDC is not really helping that cause.
Okay.
So,
But
as
for your final thoughts, if you do want to say, I mean, obviously you say he's not the biggest threat to Tinubu, but is there any pathway to victory for Obi?
Okay, the pathway to victory for Obi is this. Obi will have to get down from his high horse as the political saint. He has to mingle with these people. And unfortunately, the more he mingles with them, it's also a drawdown for him.
Yep.
Because he has so much brandished himself on this sanctimonious path, like, I'm the good guy, you rest are evil. So the pathway for him is, I don't know. He should go and negotiate with Tinubu and get VP for 2031. But unfortunately, Umahi has done too much for him to make sure. So I don't know. So it is just what it is.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Omo George, for joining. I appreciate you. Make we move forward with the show, and I thank you for joining.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Thank you so much. But I don't know, man. Obi, I don't see Obi going to negotiate to be a VP. I don't see that happening. And if he does it, he's gonna lose a lot of respect from his supporters. And I don't know. I don't see that happening anyway. And anyway, let's keep the conversation going. Mr. Davison, make we hear your thoughts on this topic. And I think we don't hit 2 hours, so we're gonna be wrapping up very soon. We're not gonna be able to bring any new people up, but the people we have on the queue already, we could just use them, close the show for today. All right, Mr. Davison, if you want to unmute yourself, let's hear your thoughts on this topic. Peter Obi, is he Tinubu's biggest threat?
Thank you, Kachi. Thank you for the good job.
Thank you.
Basically, I would say Peter Obi, Atiku, both of them are to Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Say that again. You said Peter Obi, Atiku, and who are what?
Both threats to the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I see what you're saying.
Because whoever that is telling you Atiku is not a threat, Obi is not a threat. I don't want to use the word delusional, but it's something of that nature.
Yeah.
There are so many hurdles that Tinubu is going to cross. Then with Peter Obi plus Atiku. Starting with Tinubu, You also have to take into consideration this Muslim ticket. What is he going to do about it?
I mean, it's already there. The Muslim ticket worked for him. Why do you think he's going to change? They say if something is not broken, don't change it, right?
Yeah, if it happens that way, that is fine. But with the speculation we heard some time back that he's going to change VT
Sheriff.
VP Shetima, it's going to be a problem for him for the northern side, especially for the Muslim majority in the north. And not changing it is also going to be a problem for him in the international community. So that is one. Someone said something regarding the insecurity that is happening in the northern part of the country, even across this country, majorly in the north. It's a big threat to the person of Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Yep.
Now, with the feelers hearing regarding the northern part and all of that, majority of them are not in for Tinubu, talking about the voters and all of that. But the governors, maybe one way or the other, they are going to gather votes.
Yep.
So let's come to the south. Peter Obi, I'm not sure what happened in Lagos last time going to repeat itself. It's not going to be easy.
Yep.
And the problem now is the person of Kwakwaso. I did not see Kwakwaso as someone. He has the Kwankwasia movement. I'm a bit skeptical about Kwakwaso.
And what's your skepticism about? What's your skepticism about?
He's playing a game of popularity
to
ride on the obedient movement.
I see.
You may want to do more regarding pushing out vote in the northern parts, but based on what some persons have also speculated here, I quite agree with them. The governor of Kano currently is not NDC. One of the important factors you have to figure in winning presidential election is the people going for Senate as well as people going for House of. And how heavy are those people determine how you are able to clean your ticket, because that vote goes in that same day.
Yep.
So who are those that they are putting forward in the northern part of the country? So that is one. Forget we have those who are educated, the people who are in terms of a political savage and all of that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the nitty-gritty of those, the colored towers and those people then in the villages, they're going to reach out. These go to those imam. Do they still have the trust of the person of Peter Obi? That is one. And coming to the south, before now, we agree with me that majority of the PDP governor in the south indirectly were working for the person of Peter Obi.
Yeah.
A good example is Edo State. Even one of the governor in Edo State then even helped popularize the person of Peter Obi in terms of obedient movement.
Yeah.
Now, they giving that state to APC. So great going to take place. Use that one as a sample for other states. So some said that I believe Obi can still do well because none of us or nobody know neighbor this month's election.
Absolutely.
So NDC can still do well, like, depends on how they are going to play the game. So Obi is a big threat to the person of Tinubu, and Atiku is a big threat to the person of Tinubu.
Yeah.
Reason being that for Atiku case, if Atiku is able to pick a strong vice president, if he eventually get the ticket of ADC, and is able to pick a good president in the south, and I believe that will help Atiku. Considering, just look at 2023, immediately after Buhari, Atiku still gather that kind of vote from the north.
From the north, yeah.
From the north.
Yeah.
That's
definitely something to think about, yeah. Absolutely.
Now, 4 years after, Tinubu chaotic government, where the north have, in terms of poverty, insecurity, they are the most hit.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a massive vote for the for Atiku in the north if he eventually get the ticket of
Get a
ADC.
ticket, yeah.
Another thing is that.
But the only reason why I'm not talking about Atiku today, I hope you understand, it's not a slight to
I
him
get
or
you.
anything.
I get it
He's
because I'm
not.
not getting the ticket yet.
He's not. Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't have the ticket yet, so it's just that.
Yeah, they are not getting the ticket yet.
Yeah.
So that is one of the issue I'm seeing there because another factor you also see right now, none apart from Atiku, I'm not seeing anybody coming out from the north to become president.
Yeah.
So they are angry with the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and having one northerner is going to play a key figure. I don't know which party Jonathan is running on currently, but I heard that he has declared for presidency.
We got the rumors last week too. The rumor was flying around last week. Yeah.
Do you know the party?
I think it's the PDP.
What about Sheyi Makinde?
Oh, I see.
Makinde.
Maybe there would be a primary and Sheyi Makinde would be there and Good Luck would be there as well. Maybe there's going to be a primary. I don't know.
Can I help on that? Sorry to interrupt.
Mr. Anthony, if you want to help us, mute yourself just for 1 minute before we'll get to you in a moment.
I just wanted to put that in because I know you're closing soon.
All right. Say that again. Sorry.
I just want you to keep me in mind because I know you're closing soon.
Yeah, but I brought you, so we're gonna have you, give your thoughts, your final thoughts, unless there's something specific you want to talk about now.
Okay, let me just continue so I can round up on time.
All right, help me round up, Mr. Davidson, so that we'll move forward. Yeah.
Basically, I believe Obi can still do massively well if he's able to play that game, reaching out to the like someone said, the local agents to be able to secure each of them, and Nigeria, which is the sole responsibility lies on the Nigerian people. If really they are really tired of this government, I think they should come out and vote. We have a lot of people who are sitting back home, don't want to vote, they have BBC. So I did not see Tinubu going into winning this election come 2027. So things going to happen, but I myself, I don't know.
That's a strong prediction.
Right now,
that's a strong prediction.
My analysis now does not even go strong on Obi, does not go strong on Atiku, neither.
And it's too early to call, regardless. It's still it's too early to call. But I hear you, Mr. Davidson. Unless you have any final thoughts, we're going to move forward.
Yeah, no much final thought other than the Nigerian people. If they're really tired of the situation, they should go out and vote.
Absolutely.
That does it.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Mr. Davidson. Thank you for joining. Absolutely. All right. Mr. Omoba, just give me 1 second. Make we hear Mr. Anthony. Did you have a pushback or did you have something else you wanted to mention?
I actually wanted to put a conclusion on my side to the situation and a surprise, how do I call it? Tinubu's wild card is going to surprise you if I say it now. I'm aware of it, but he's not really comfortable with it right now. And I'm not a lover or supporter of him from here to there.
Okay.
My brother helped put him in government, Biola Johnson. But anyway, I detest his corruption and stuff. But he has one wild card that will even surprise you if I suggest it now. And will surprise...
Let's hear it then.
Oh, good. Do you know that why Atiku's situation is not actually settled right now? Because they are attempting to use the courts to stifle him. And when they do, Atiku is a very pragmatic person. He will align with Tinubu. And if he does, he will be the next vice president under Tinubu, at least attempt to be. And if that happens, you can say goodbye to all what we're fighting against. So I want you to record this, mark it, and remember it. It's not going to take long. Within a month, you'll probably Google me and look for my name in the papers, because that is Tinubu's only wild card. Everything is crumbling under him. The South is now divided. The North has decided they do not want him. I mean, when I say the North, I mean the North. See, what he discovered that the North he was one of the first to discover, we've always known this in the family and stuff, that the North consists of not only the Fulanis, but also of the Hausas. And now it's common knowledge. But like 10 years ago, it was not common knowledge. His proximity to people like Babangida I'm sorry, well, not Babangida, I'm sorry to use the wrong name, to Buhari, gave him this awesome knowledge. And he utilized it after Buhari left. And he has penetrated it to the extent that we now know that that there's a difference between the Hausa man and the Fulani man. The Hausas, they are also divided in two. There's the Hausa Bokoi and the Hausa Banza. See, the Bokoi were the original Hausas, and they still exist. They were the indigenes of Nigeria. The Bokois were those who came with the Danfodios. They still were Hausas, but of a nomadic tribe of another type. So what has happened is now there's been a shaking of the Fulanis. People talk about the Fulanis with the hard men and stuff threatening us in the south, but they forget one thing. These are not the Fulanis that are the Nigerian Fulanis. And if you look at it further, there is no West African state that doesn't have at least a second in command. Well, not all of them, but that doesn't have a second in command that is Fulani. So by being nomadic, they have that Jewish tendency to be a part of any system they settle into, and they try to override it. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's humanity.
Yeah.
And when we too were progressing, we stretched as Yorubas, we stretched as far as Ghana. You know, we had the Dahomey, and the Igbos do the same thing. So it's just normal. But I want you to take note of what I'm telling you. If you hear, the day you hear that Atiku cannot function under that party anymore, I don't care if it's anybody thing that happens to him, he's going to go for that vice president's job. And I'm sorry to say it now, like somebody said earlier, that it was a no-go for Kwanseko, or what was his name? When the vice president heard that he was going for his job. But you see, this Atiku is way more powerful than the vice president. And plus, he will step down for him. I know very well how they operate. But anyway, and then to the second part, what I wanted to intercede.
That's interesting. I mean, thinking that, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say it's your opinion because it seems like you have some sort of inside knowledge. But Atiku is kind of too big to be VP at this point. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No. It is. I understand what you're saying. I don't want to put sentiments into it.
Yeah.
Because if you listen to the word, when he said he wasn't going to be VP, if he had added under an Igbo man, you would understand better. I'm just being sarcastic. But now, not necessarily under a Yoruba man, but Atiku is the type. You see all what Obasanjo dished out to him. Have you ever seen even his wife complain before he did? He has never complained. He's a part of the system, 100%.
Absolutely.
I love him. I'd rather go with him. I would have preferred an Obi and Atiku, and then Obi going on the next round. But this South now situation is a problem. And you see where it has landed us now. So, but just mark it down. That is a big possibility. It'll be a surprise. It is, like I call it, Tinubu's last card in the hole, his last ace. And the way it is, he's not going to get the support from the North. He's not going to get his support from even like the one you said you were asking earlier. Even though the governor of Oyo State, what's his name again? A good person I know, but his name is just
Sheyi Makinde.
Sheyi Makinde.
Yeah.
He's already, his own group of the PDP has moved out, and they partnered with another company, with another political party. You can Google that. I think that happened yesterday. And yesterday, he actually made a big conference where he announced his presidency, not under the PDP, but under a joint party accord. So that leaves room for Goodluck Jonathan to do the PDP thing.
I see.
But you see, all this now is only showing that despite all Tinubu's hard work of doing confusion, now it's affecting him. Now even his own areas will be contended, places he thought he had under control, and now he's in trouble. So, but just mark that down as maybe I shouldn't say it.
Absolutely, I don't write that down. I wrote it down. Here's my pencil. I wrote it down.
As soon as they say Atiku cannot run anymore, know that his next move will be that. Tinubu will offer it to me, and he will gladly accept it.
We'll see what happens.
And then
Time will
we'll
tell.
go back to the drawing board.
Time will tell. All right. Thank you, Mr. Anthony, for joining again.
Everything's fine. I enjoy your show.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I enjoy everybody else.
Thank you. All right. Make we go to Mr. Omoba Alara. And thank you again, Mr. Anthony, for coming back and sharing that. But we'll go see. Time will tell. We'll see what happens. All right. Mr. Omoba, make we hear.
Yeah, Akachi, good evening. So, uh, sometimes, let me start by saying this election has been won already. The next thing that most Northerners are even focusing on 2031, people like Erufai, people like Kwakwanso, they are focusing on 2031. Let me give you an example.
So you said
I
the
don't know
election
if-
has been won already.
already to my own understanding,
Okay.
right? See, people like I don't know if you watch this movie, Colombiana. That's a lady. She put the bad guy in the bus, and the guy was happy like he has escaped. The lady told him that no, you are exactly where I want you to be. I think Peter Obi, Atiku are exactly where Tinubu want them to be. See, the greatest threat to Tinubu
So you're
would
trying to
have
tell me,
been
Tinubu in his all, what did they call him? Best way to see future and past and everything. His almighty CR self, right? He foresaw Obi joining the ADC, then leaving the ADC and then joining the NDC. That's what you're saying.
no. This is what the greatest threat to be that will have been to Tinubu is Peter Obi and Atiku working together. There's no
I see what you're saying.
it will shake Tinubu. But this he makes sure that they will not stay in the same party. If they stay in the party and work together, that's the only way they will bring Tinubu down.
Okay.
See, without those two working together, there's no clear pathway for either of them. Let me give you an example. So, Mr. Jamie and I forgot the other guy that spoke earlier. I love their
Yeah, if you can
they are
say what you
very-
want to say without mentioning previous guests so that nobody
Yeah,
could
yeah.
get
So-
reason to
so-
come back and want to, respond, please.
Okay, yeah. So no, I'm just appreciating how they analyze.
Okay.
Their stuff. So see, if you check South, the magic that Obi perform. Let's start from Edo. It will not happen. It's not there anymore. It's
Okay.
not there anymore. There's no way APC will not get in Edo at the moment. Will not get 65% vote in presidential election. There's no way. The same thing in Rivers. The same thing Delta State, 65%. See, the momentum of 2023 is different from 2026, 2027.
But do you know that some people also said these things too? There is no way.
Yeah, that's what. That's
Hear
what
me
I'm
out. Hear me out,
acknowledging
Mr. Almoba. You just hear me out. Me and you know the struggle, Mike. When you talk, allow me to talk. But the point I'm trying to make here is the same way you're saying there is no way Obi will get to 60. There's no way Tinubu will not get 65% here. There is no way he will not get it. That's the same way some people say there's no way he will get up to 1 million votes. Some people really believe that. But we don't know how these things work. It's elections. You're dealing with people. People are unpredictable. So if you come and say you know for sure, I don't know if you see the future to tell us for sure.
We are just, in my own opinion.
Okay, that's a fair statement now.
So in my own opinion.
Okay.
See, the governors in 2023, they are different from governor in 2026 as we are speaking.
Okay.
Governors are more riches. They have more powers. Governors are enjoying this period. You think is Tinubu just talk to them, please decamp, and they are decamping. They know why they are decamping. He gives them free hand. He gives them free hand. See, governors, if anybody is telling you that governors will not see, these governors will determine a lot of things in this coming election.
Okay.
And one of the greatest asset of Peter Obi is also his Achilles heels as well. And these are obedient people. They are doing a lot for Peter Obi, and they are doing a lot of damage to him as well. Let me give you an example. The tribalism that is going on in it's not only on internet now. It's so bad these days, right? So you cannot tell me people that have abused people that tell you, no, Twitter, this ambition is not my ambition. My ambition is tribalism, to make sure everything's scatter.
But again, just like I said, when people come and say things about Reagan, right? They want to be like, if for instance now Peter Obi is my preferred candidate, but I'm just saying, someone like me would come and say, oh, it's only rigging that made Tinubu to win. Like, not only for where Peter Obi win, 9 rigging no day, and every
God
other
bless
place
you.
he lost, there is rigging.
God bless
So
you.
now,
See-
before God bless me, let me say this, right? You're now talking about tribalism. Is it this tribalism? Is it only one group of people in Nigeria that do this tribalism, and the other group, or every other group doesn't do tribalism? I don't know. Is that your argument, sort of? Like only people that support Peter Obi, they tribalistic?
That's not my argument. My argument is this.
Okay.
See, we are very different people.
Okay.
Nigerians are we are not the same way an Hausa man will react to an issue is different from the way a Yoruba man will react. It's different from the way South or Igbos will react, right? We are very different people.
Absolutely.
Last elections, many youth, especially Pentecostals, Yorubas, some Yoruba Christians, a lot of Yoruba Christians, a lot of youths that they are not even Christian, they are Muslims, but they are just, they are, okay, we want Peter Obi. Not because they know anything about Peter Obi, but for fear's sake, many of them felt like, okay, Igbo has not been a president in a while, let's vote for him. After that event that happened, after they won Lagos, there is a space that went viral that some people are talking about. We are going to take over Lagos. We are going to take over their Obas. Those kind of conversations wake up a movement in Yoruba land.
Now, again, I'll use that same analogy I used of tribalism. One second. I'll use that same analogy that I used before, right? I've also been on this TikTok, and even people where, I kind of know, right? Then they literally, they call like Igbos like bastards, like BASTARDS. Like this is normal in Nigerian spaces. Nigerians are tribalistic. So when you want to make this argument of say, people with the Igbo people will say they will take over, it happens on both sides. Why are you putting it on one side like every other tribe for Nigeria? No, they tribalistic. No, only Igbos, they tribalistic. Why? That is not a fair argument or even fair thing to even say.
Me to finish what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, after that event, after that live show, it wake up a movement in Yoruba land. They call themselves Yoruba Ronu. Those people, if you give them one vote, they will reply you like 50,000. They will fire you bazooka. That's what you are saying. Like when
so you're saying prior to 2023, Yoruba people were not tribalistic.
I will not say that. But what I will say,
all right, let's move away from tribe, please. Make we move away from the tribe because it doesn't help us anyway. But let's move away from it.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I said make we move away from the tribe. Let's just move away from there.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the TRM that the guy was saying is going to still play a major distance.
Absolutely.
In this next coming election. It's and I don't think a pathway for Peter Obi. The only person that I'm still seeing like because everything that is happening now is it's going to Atiku's favor. Like Peter Obi, Jonathan, and Tinubu. It's going to Atiku's favor. And one thing that I know how to do best is politics. They are very, very good at that. But because of Tinubu brilliancy, if you notice his appointment pattern, his projects, he has been favoring the North Central. Even the Christian part of the North.
Are you sure that you follow Nigerian politics? Where he said Tinubu they favor North Central for appointments.
Of course, for appointments. Yeah. For the first time, this guy, secretary to the federal government, is from Benue.
But that doesn't necessarily mean favor. When you look at it holistically, like you're saying, it favors North Central. Like every appointment favors the North Central in terms of numbers.
Most of his appointments favor North Central.
So the three military chiefs, where are they from? Even police.
There's even one from Kogi. I don't know where there's one from Kogi, the present one. He's from Kogi.
Did you hear the question I asked? The 3 military chiefs. You said the president's one. Which president's one are you talking about?
One of the three. I don't know. Maybe the army one. Is
Okay.
From Kogi.
Okay, let's say the army. Come on, let me agree with you with the army one. The Navy one, Air Force one, police one. Where are they from?
The police is from the southwest. I don't know where the other one is from.
Maybe you need to check. Maybe me and you need to check because me I don't know too. So maybe me and you need to check. But I don't know where you're bringing the statistics from. That his appointments are favoring North Central. I don't know where that statistics is coming from.
It's most I'm saying the North Central are getting something from his government.
Everybody is getting something from the government. Statutory. Like it's something that he has to do.
You know when the Northerners, when they want to negotiate for power, they negotiate as 19 states of the North. But because of Tinubu political this thing, he was able to break them. There's nothing like North Central now. Everybody is now fighting for themselves. Now you see some movements coming up.
So you're saying it's Tinubu that made the North Central to become like an identity?
I think my understanding is they are voting power, they are voting style in the last election gives Tinubu's maybe I don't know, makes him to realize that these people have to be taken care. And if you look at his appointment and for the first time in history of Nigeria, Southern Kaduna, they have a minister, they have a university. They see all sorts of things.
University day for Kaduna since Federal University. If not that one, Jonathan put them.
Southern Kaduna.
Kaduna is Kaduna. I don't know what university are you talking about. Like a federal university. There are two federal universities.
It's a very diverse.
So you're saying there's a new federal university in Kaduna State?
Yes, for the Southern Kaduna, for the Christian part.
What's the name of the university?
I don't know the name, but I don't know the name, but there is a university there.
There's always been a university in Kaduna State.
No,
Kaduna.
There's a new one.
All right. What is the name of the university then? If you know there's a new one, you go at least know the name now.
I don't know.
All right. Mr. Omoba, if you want to give us your final thoughts so that we'll go move forward though.
Okay. I'm okay. That's okay.
All right. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. All right. Mr. Noma Success, thank you for joining. If you want to unmute yourself, please give us your first name and then we can go from there. Please.
Yeah, my name is Norma.
Norma. All right. Thank you, Norma, for joining. Mr. Norma, thank you for joining.
And I'm from Edo State.
All right. We get a dope person for the house.
Right pronunciation is Norma.
Norma
means good.
Norma. Good. All right. Norma means good. Let us hear it. Thank you for joining. Peter Obi, is it the biggest threat? Oh, good, not gold. Okay, good.
It's just like Oma in Igbo.
Means good. I see.
So
Norma. I see. Norma.
Good.
Norma. All right.
Yeah. So all right. For someone to say that Edo State Tinubu will win it 60%, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right. Make we ignore the previous guest and just you can talk about it, but let's not like make it centered on them.
Yeah, obviously. I'm just starting from there.
Okay.
One thing you should know about the South is that the South they have a mind of their own. That's one thing you should know about the South. South are not easily. They're not like the North. They're not like the West. They're just like also the East in a way. They are not easily swayed. They are very objective. That's one thing about the South. In most cases, they are not emotional. They tell you the way it is. If you have observed. Yeah, they just put it to you the way it is, regardless of where you are from. That's the beauty about the South Side. So for you to say, because the governor is from a particular party, then it absolute means that the state has been won. Except you're talking about rigging. If you're talking about free and fair election, if you're talking about what the people want, there are people that they have a mind of their own. That's number one. Number two is Peter Obi still remains the biggest threat, no matter how anybody wants to boo us. Peter Obi has the most organic follower. People just love him. Look at the last election. That guy did not give anybody money. And look at the number of votes he got. So when you say, and don't forget that it was still rigged in a lot of places. It was rigged out in Lagos massively.
again, I go throw the same, even though he's my preferred candidate, but I go throw the same argument with you, or this same question to you, right?
Yeah.
Is it only where Peter Obi won that there was no rigging? You see what I'm saying?
I didn't get that, please.
So I'm saying, is it only where Obi won that there was no rigging?
No, there could have been. There was rigging. There was rigging in the east, but you should know that it can't be as much as where these other guys won.
Okay.
You can't compare it. That's the truth. Don't think about it.
Okay.
You can't compare it.
Okay.
Because if you see what happened in Lagos, it was massive rigging. Apart from massive rigging, there was physical threat on people's life. They even threatening people with Oro. It went that bad. Before the morning, they went on the street and they were cursing people. If you vote for APC, if you know that you are going to win, you don't need all that. You brought traditionalists to start swearing on people. You brought the Omoniles to make sure that nobody come out to vote.
Yeah.
You understand? And even with that, you still rigged the number of votes. You still rigged it. Because even your PDP told APC that the number of votes for Labour Party was greatly reduced. It's in the news. They said so. That Labour Party defeated APC. The margin was bigger than that. If you go to Rivers State, we saw what happened in Rivers State.
Yeah.
It was all rigging. Labour Party won Rivers State big time. It was all rigging. So what I'm trying to say is that, number one, if you see somebody with organic followers, you will know that it's Peter Obi. That's number one. Number two, people go like, tribalism. A lot of people that voted against Peter Obi or campaigned against Peter Obi in the last election, a good number of them are regretting their decision right now. Because don't forget that 4 years and now things have changed. Hunger is a great teacher. People are hungry now. With hunger, people will get sense. You understand? People don't get sense now. People don't look at things more objectively now.
Yeah.
Because hunger they right now.
Yeah.
It's when you are full. It's when you are full you can talk like you like. But when hunger, hunger make you number one, be realistic to yourself. That's the truth. Let me tell you number three. Number three is people say, no, these guys in the north are not concerned about the next election. It's not true. And let me tell you why it's not true. If Tinubu wins this election, in the next election that's going to be voted to the north, Tinubu is going to influence who become the president.
Yep.
That is who he is. We have seen it in Lagos State. So if you understand, if you look at details very well, I'm someone that look at details, is going to be the one to determine the next presidency. So you telling me that Erufai is not concerned about what happened in this election, these guys are not concerned about what happened in this election, that's a big lie, because they know who they are dealing with.
Yep.
The person they are dealing with like a monster with several heads. So you are not just battling with him on this election, you are battling with him on future elections.
Yep.
Because exactly what he has done in Lagos is what he's going to do after now, if God gives him life. What he's going to do after now is to make sure that he becomes, he's the wicked type. There are some people that they don't just, when they leave power, they don't just leave power. You still see them determining what happened in power.
Yep.
So for you to sit back and see these guys are just like, no, he's going to win this one, and the next one will not contest for it. It's a big lie. Those guys are smart. Politicians are one of the smartest people around town. They can analyze issue, even though they are not smart. They have people that they sit down with and analyze trend, analyze things, so they know that if this guy wins this election, the next election is also lost.
Yep, absolutely.
It's lost big time. That's the simple truth. It's lost because he's going to dictate, he's going to win it, he's going to be somebody he can manage, somebody he can protect, somebody that can protect his own estate.
Absolutely.
Don't forget, this man is an estate agent. He's an estate, I don't know what you call it. He's building empire for himself. He's done that in Lagos, and he's doing that in Nigeria. So when he lives there, he's looking at somebody that can protect his interest. That is very important. So what you tell me, they are just focusing on it's not true. That's number one. Number three is, the beautiful thing about Peter Obi and Kwakwaso, which I love so much, is that the next election is going to the north. And if somebody is a vice to Peter Obi and has followed, Peter Obi is not going to solve all the problems for sure.
Yeah.
Our problem is so complex. And I love what he has said. What he said is, we need somebody to put us in the right direction. That's all we need. You see, you can't make progress until you face the right direction.
Absolutely.
If you are facing the wrong direction and you keep making motion, you are still not going to make progress because you are in the wrong direction.
True.
So let's not be emotional about this. Let's not push propaganda. Everybody knows that Peter Obi is a threat.
Absolutely. And I agree with you, but if you want to, yeah, I was going to say, if you want to just give us your final thoughts so we can move forward. And I appreciate it.
I love what you are doing.
Appreciate it.
I'm speaking to my Igbo's brother. I'm not a Igbo, but I'm in Nigeria. I love Nigeria so much. And I sincerely want Nigeria to work.
Absolutely.
Let's tone down what happened in the last election where we started insulting people. You know, Peter Obi is not a bigot. He's not a tribalist. So he's not tribalist in any way. People just keep giving him name for propaganda's sake. If these people from the East can tune down, don't spoil his image.
Yeah.
You should understand the way we address people, the way we talk about this issue. We must not be too personal. We must not be too insultive, so that people can embrace Peter Obi as well, and so that the country can move forward. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And thank you, Mr. Norma. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining, and thank you for your analysis. Appreciate it. And feel free to follow if you haven't followed yet. Click the follow button up there. Click the follow button up there and support the channel. All right. We don't come to the end, but we have Mr. Jamie. Mr. Jamie, any final thoughts so that before we call him a day for today?
Yeah. So I would say I'm the last man standing, right?
Yep.
So I just wanted to be sure I was here from the beginning when you ran the monologue, and then I managed to.
You were. Thank you so much, man, for the support. I appreciate it, man.
So I just believe that maybe some other platform might want to learn one or two things by the way you moderate your platform.
Thank you, man.
So that at the end of the day, it's so moderated, it's regulated. There's no talking on top of each other.
Yeah.
Points are made, or viewpoints are expressed. You know, all those pushback or basbos. You know, that is why I come to this platform, so we can afford to have a debate. We can agree and disagree. Then quickly, I want to remind you of one thing we said the other time. It's semi-related to this topic, because somebody mentioned Goodluck Jonathan. You know, remember I told you that to start with, when you go to Bayelsa, it's not an Ijaw man. You might want to Google Otueke, which is where it comes from. Otueke is part of Obia local government. They have different language from Ijaw language. So the man might be a colossus in Nigerian politics centrally, but he doesn't have a home base. So I don't even see him. I don't still see him being taking vote from Peter Obi. It's not possible, because Peter Obi falls back to TRM. So of course the T, Jonathan cannot penetrate the T. He can't take vote from Abia. They will just see him as a saboteur, a sabo. That's it. So once we put that word across, they will now say, this one is being sponsored. Your time don't pass waiting for him for the place. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's my opinion anyway, based on my casual.
Absolutely. Now, what my Igbo brothers they do? Now, me now be sabo now. That's so. So it's funny the way you say they could just see a saboteur.
No, but of course, and which is what it is. The
Oh my God!
Like, when you had the presidency, we supported you. We mortgaged everything. We burned all the bridges and made sure we stood by you. Now that we have a slim chance of having a president, you bring your butt up with one round hat and come, and then you're trying to fool yourself. So you will not get nothing. Peter Obi will still get his 97% vote in Anambra and get maybe around 85 or 90 in Abia. So where is he getting the votes from? You understand? So the T is constant. The T is constant.
It is.
The only place I will give them credit, but they should not celebrate it too much, is the Southwest. The Southwest, the T, they play some kind of more liberal politics than the rest part of Nigeria.
True.
Because they disagree among themselves.
True.
You can see somebody who is a political a political mentee of Tinubu, is in ADC. From today, you guys are discussing that he wants to contest as president. This is a guy who was when he was the chief of staff or commissioner for what? He pushed the guy to go to Osun State to become a governor.
Actually, when Tinubu made that Emilokon, I think he was referring to Arebashola. He said, "You, now me make you governor."
No, that time, did they have differences that time? They didn't have differences.
Yeah, I think he was referring to Arebashola there. Say, "You, now me make you governor." Yeah,
but that was in Ogun State.
Or maybe I'm mistaken, but yeah, I get your point though. Yeah,
that was. I'm not too sure about that, Sharp. You might be right. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But the point being made is that in the time of the Southwest, the Wild West, we had Awolowo, we had Kintola, we had different people. You know, they can always, it
disagree.
It was only during Abiola that all of them grouped together. Outside that, no matter how much you have done, you'll see Ogunsanya, you'll see this, supporting who they want to support.
Yeah.
And the last election, he still played out. That is why you see people like Pharaoh Timi. He's a diehard supporter of Obi. And nobody's burning his house in the Southwest. This is some of the things we have discussed before. He can come to a television station, abuse Tinubu all he wants. Go back to his house, drink water, drop cup. That is what I want to see play out in other parts of the country. People should be free. And I know the person that is going to be public enemy number one now is General Okonkwo.
That one, the number one Sabo now.
So General Okonkwo. We should also learn to have funny people in our side. Tolerate him, allow him do his part and stuff. People have people like Reno Mokri. They see our parents and stuff, So, my brother, let me allow you to run the program. So, this topic, like I said, people come with a lot of some of us come with a lot of wishful thinking. We just paint it around what our wishes are. Then we draw conclusion based on that. This election will be interesting. I like the development that everybody is putting in their A game. Peter Obi was guilty of playing only the T. He had no M. But now he's been able to cross the bridge and extend a handshake to the north. One of the speakers, commended him for even going to ADC, because if he didn't go to ADC, he might not have the opportunity of closing round with Kwankwaso. You understand? So he's running.
I was going to push back on that because I didn't necessarily see the reasoning behind that. Like, Kwankwaso was not in the ADC, so why? I was going to push back, but I just let it slide. But Kwankwaso was not in the ADC, and you say he went there to go and rub hands with Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso was not there though, right?
Okay, I'm not too sure. I think he was in ADC. He was in ADC. He was in the coalition.
Kwankwaso didn't. If he even joined the ADC, he joined it just recently. Peter Obi joined 31st of December. Kwankwaso joined this year if he joined. Yeah,
I think he joined Kwankwaso.
Somebody says he was in ADC. Maybe that's the clarification then. I don't know.
He was in ADC. He joined and then again, to put it in context, we are asking a question about Shegerau. So the politics of Kano has been very interesting. That is why there's something very interesting about Kwankwaso. In 1999, Kwankwaso was the first governor of Kano State. Kano is one state that, when they say Edo, not Lagos, is one state that has been very independent. It's the state of Aminu Kano. I will recommend you to read a book of Aminu Kano. These are the true Malam Aminu Kano, one of the first 5 political leaders. He was not a radical. He was an ideologue. You understand? He was the founder of the party called People Redemption Party. That was the only one of the parties that was based on strong ideology. So you don't play with that man in Kano. All the people he planted. There were governors that came and did anyhow with the emir and stuff. Before you know it, Kano is a place they tell you, we are not giving you second term. They are not giving you second term. That is how Kano has been. So Kwankwaso was a governor for 1999 to 2003. Now, Shekarau was I think a university, either a school principal. That's what they say. He was the school principal. And then he had a fallout with Kwankwaso, where Kwankwaso told him that if he doesn't want it, he should go and contest governor. So he should go and contest the position. So the guy went and contested the governorship and won him. He won Kwankwaso, this same Kwankwaso, in 2003. So Shekara became the governor, and he ran for. Of course, what made him to even become a governor was because he went to. He was one of those Buhari appendages.
I
It was
see.
the PDP versus ANPP. So Shekara became the governor. He ran 2 terms. And then, as at that time, Obasanjo compensated Kwankwaso and made him Minister for Defense. So within that time, he made him Minister for Defense. Now, who was his deputy in 1999? Ganduje. That's the Gandola, the one you know as Gandola.
Gandola, yeah.
Who was the APC chairman.
Yep.
So Ganduje was, I've seen a photo of 1 or 2 of them riding motorcycle in their young days. So they've been together, in the same political camp. So now, when this guy became Minister for Defense, they lost the state, and so Shekara was there. I think he didn't match in 8 years. He didn't match the performance of Kwankwaso in the first 4 years. So eventually, when he finished the 8 years, Kwankwaso came back. He did not only come back, he came with the entire team. He picked Ganduje as his deputy governor. You understand? So the state is an interesting state.
Yep.
Very interesting state. So there's Emir of Kano. They've been able to get the guy back because the other side removed the guy. So now, it's a very complex thing. So It's going to be because the governor now is in APC. So he's more like an orphan because if that is the way Kwankwaso wants to get him out of the office as governor, he now asks him to go to APC. Now, Kwankwaso did not go to APC. He's going to produce a governorship candidate for this year NDC in the same state, who is likely going to win the election. You understand? So pay a little more attention to Kano politics. Kano politics is very dynamic. You understand? So, but
Say we for South, I'll make a restrict that to myself anyway. I know naturally they pay a lot of attention to the northern politics, but it's just me. But yeah, I hear you on that one. I hear, and all these history way they give me, Minister of Defense. I didn't even know Kwankwaso was Minister of Defense at some point. You mentioned that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The guy don't did for politics for a minute though. Huh?
That is why one guy that was criticizing their ticket said, look, one of those northern people, he said, look, Obi picking Kwankwaso is a mismatch. That Kwankwaso is older, he's more experienced, he's more educated. He's more educated. Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, one of those elites, one of those academia elites of the North back in time. His face does not really show how old
he is.
He doesn't really betray. You can't really say, these guys. Unless maybe you just go and Google, she should be close to 70, if not 70.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mr. Jemmy, thank you so much for that analysis and sharing all that background. I appreciate it. But we have to go. We hit 3 hours. We were going to do 2 hours, but we extended it to 3 hours because we had a lot of guests on here. I appreciate you, Mr. Jamie. I appreciate all the other beautiful guests we come today. I appreciate all the people on YouTube. I see 90 people on YouTube watching. I appreciate you guys for being there. My beautiful people on Facebook, I greet all of you guys. And obviously, my TikTok people. I'm not saying that because of now they come here. I appreciate you guys for being here, man. Thank you, Mr. Jamie. Mr. Jamie Donde since the beginning of the show. Thank you, my brother, Mr. Jamie. Thank you so much. Uncle K, Davison, Paparazzi One is here. The Meiji, AJ, Prince KK, Solomon, Henthon, Baba T, Panther, Mike, Ebuka Precious, Uyi Samuel, UT Sage, Harry, Ode, Bode, My King, BAT, Prince Asemota, Chooks, all the other beautiful people were there here. Listen, man, I appreciate all of you guys. I will see you the next time I come. I don't know. It could be tomorrow. It could be next tomorrow. But the next time I have some free time. And I know that TikTok, no, they pay me. So, this is just a hobby, right? We hope that it would start paying at some point. But right now, it's not paying. So we do it when we can. And bring, this type of social commentary where they lack for Nigeria, Not where people come with tribalism, all that bullshit. Who does it help, right? Who tribalism help? Politicians. Help us, maybe the citizens. It helps the politicians. Let's stay away from that, man. Stay away from tribalism. Drink some water. Calm your head down. Make your head calm down, you know. And until next time, my name is Kachi, and I'm the host of the Beer Parlor Show. Until next time, peace.